Hello, and welcome back to the Bakagaijinshow. I'm your lovable rascal of a host, Freak, and with me, as always, is my ingenious co-host, Kevin Faulkner.
You know, the interesting thing about the word ingenious is that it also means genius.
Yeah. Do you hate it with a vitriolic passion the same way you hate irregardless?
Regardless of irregardless, I actually don't care. I actually don't mind ingenious as a genius.
Yeah. Well, from my perspective, it just kind of means extra genius.
Genius 2.
Yeah. It's like ordinary and extraordinary. You know what I mean?
It's the sequel to Genius. It's like the Super Nintendo versus the
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Now, what if these geniuses were babies? And what if there was a What if there was a sequel to these genius babies, some kind of baby genius, and there were multiple babies, so it was like baby geniuses too.
Reminds me of a quote one time where we're like, I forget who it was, but like a comedian was talking about the fact that they want to make like they want to write a sequel to Baby Geniuses, like they want to write Baby Geniuses 3.
Oh, damn.
But they want to make it like this really interesting, like character introspective movie, so that everybody is going to be saying, "Oh man, you got to go see Baby Geniuses 3."
Yeah, I mean that's what I would do. I have so many fleeting thoughts like that where like, man, if I was handed the reins to anything notable, I'd just make a dark deconstruction out of it.
Either that, or you make God, what was it, like Kid Hitler? Was it?
Oh yeah, my favorite. Oh, well, I mean that's gonna happen eventually.
It's gonna happen.
My
I'm looking forward to it.
my CGI family film, Kid Hitler.
Independently
Possibly,
funded.
probably, most likely. That are funded by certain political parties that I may or may not want to actually be affiliated with. But, I mean, at that point, I'm ripping them off, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Joke's
Everyone
on you,
should be-
bitch!
If I'm funded by Nazi parties and not pushing Nazism, then I'm just ripping off Nazis. So everyone should really be praising me.
Yeah, at that point, yeah, like
Yeah.
who's gonna complain? Who's gonna complain?
Exactly. See, the genius, possibly ingenuousness
It all
of Kid
comes
Hitler.
around.
The ingeniousness of Kid Hitler, possibly formatively titled "The Radical Cool Adventures of Kid Hitler," possibly we'll workshop the title. Is that it's all a ruse, you know? Like it's like I'm scamming. Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, he's promoting Nazism. This is a pro-Hitler thing," but no, it's actually an anti-Nazi piece because I'm stealing money.
It's
from the Nazis.
It's a jest. It is a jape.
God, the fucking 5-dimensional chess I'm playing right now.
That you shall be playing eventually.
Exactly.
Yes.
Kid Hitler is gonna sweep the nation.
Everybody gonna say, "Man, you gotta go see Kid Hitler." Winner of every single Academy Award.
Yes. It'll have a 45-minute analysis video by Shrey Phillips. And he'll probably hate it.
Hey guys, I just saw Kid Hitler. And you know what? I didn't like it.
That's the dream right there. That's the dream.
Getting shat on in a Schaeferless video. That's how you know you've really made it.
Look, the future of content is not making content for content's sake, but making content for content's sake. You know, I mean, why make a CGI animated family film if you're not doing it solely to see the reactions of your favorite YouTubers?
I'm reminded of how, oh God, what fucking movie was it? There was like a sequel to like a major motion picture that like the filmmakers noted that they deliberately made it CinemaSins proof.
Oh. I haven't heard of this.
I don't remember which movie it was, but like I gotta look it up later.
Was it Son of the Mask?
God, no.
I think that movie's sin proof. I don't know about you.
Dude, that movie is all sins all the time.
Well, that's the point. It's so sin. It's like building a natural immunity. It's kind of like how Killua is immune to poison because he was poisoned so much in his training.
I'm not sure how that works.
Well, the body builds an immunity to poison, Kevin. It's very simple.
Yeah, but movies don't build an immunity to sin.
I don't think science has tested that. I think this could be an important scientific case study.
It could be. It could very well be.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good question.
Meta-cinema. See?
Intriguing.
See? If I can make a pun out of it, it's a good idea.
I mean, you can make a pun out of a lot of things, but that doesn't necessarily make them good ideas.
I think this, you're some kind of heretic, I think.
Is that the correct use of that word? I'm not sure.
I have the urge to burn you at the stake, so I think so.
Well, whatever works for you. Whatever works for you.
Let's tell you what, Kevin. Tell you what. I'll tie your feet to an anvil and push you in a lake. And if you survive, you're a witch. And we'll kill you. But if you don't survive, then you'll be dead. So there's that.
Dude, I die either way.
It's foolproof.
That's just murder.
It's airtight, much like your lungs won't be.
God.
The town of Salem, pretty ingenious, honestly.
No, the whole point was that they weren't.
They had a foolproof plan to not have any witches. just kill all the suspected witches, and you won't have witches. Simple.
No, it would. None of them were witches.
They predated McCarthyism. McCarthy went to them for inspiration.
Oh my god. Sometimes I wonder, idly. I listen to this, and I wonder sometimes, why do I know you?
Twitter.com is the answer to that question.
Unfortunately, that's a very effective answer.
What do you mean, unfortunately? I feel like you don't value this friendship, Kevin.
I value it plenty.
Oh, really? Let's see how much you value it when I push you in the lake with the anvil.
The fact you are pushing me into a lake with an anvil.
Look, I'm fairly confident you're a witch, so you'll be fine.
I am no fucking witch. I don't think I... Wait, am I? Wait.
These are the
I
questions.
am running as far away from you as possible, as fast as I can if I see you again.
Running. What a You're a horrible witch. Get on your broomstick at least.
I'm not... Anyway.
Robert McCarthy is ashamed of you. Not just because you're a proto-communist, but because you're also a witch.
Proto-communist witch? The fuck?
Well, witches live in communes.
Can I really be...
Therefore, they're communists.
No, they live in... No, that's right.
You're right. Yeah. Some people say covens, but what is a coven if not a commune?
It's the type of commune.
Therefore, they're communists. Which of course means anyone who lives in a commune.
Again, I'm not entirely sure how that works.
The etymology checks out, Kevin. This is how words work.
Sure, okay.
But irregardless.
I'm gonna stop this episode and start over. I'm not gonna...
Don't make me turn the astral car around the cosmic highway.
I'll do it. I will turn this car around. So help me God.
Well, unfortunately for you, Kevin, it's an infinite stretch of galactic road, so we'd really just be in the same situation, just facing the other direction.
True.
Yeah. We're so very lonely out here. I hope someone's listening to this.
I really hope so.
That's a great contextualization for what's happening here, is that we're basically lost space pioneers sending messages out into the ether. Is anyone listening to them? We have no idea.
We damn well hope so, though.
That's a pretty apt metaphor for the performance of this podcast in general, actually. Sometimes I feel like leaving messages for the alien civilizations that will no doubt be uncovering this thousands of years from now.
God, imagine just somebody, like, randomly stumbling across our episodes and it's like, what is jaundice?
Exactly. Hey, future aliens, if you're watching this, I got some recommendations. You should really check out an anime called Boku no Pico. I think you'll really enjoy it.
And there's this really, really good manga. It's called Emergence. Really good. Really recommend it.
I've actually never heard of that.
Good.
All right, then. Leave that as a little surprise for the future aliens.
It's a surprise tool that'll help us later.
So, Kevin, what the fuck have you been up to?
Quite a fucking bit, actually.
Whoa.
Yep. So, recently, I started... Well, okay. Last podcast I said I started, and this podcast I'm saying I have finished Season 1 of The Rising of the Shield Hero. Gonna be real, man. It's pretty fucking good.
We might talk about that at a later date. It could be. It could be. I may or may not. I already have a thumbnail made.
Ooh, fun.
I make thumbnails for fun. I'm a weirdo like that.
Yeah. So like, yeah. I'm not gonna get like too much into it because we may or may not talk about it at a later date in a future podcast episode. But
yeah, we're not saying that, but we're not saying that.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I really dig Shield Hero. I'm really looking forward to Season 2 now. Actually.
Premiering this spring, next month even. Actually, 2 weeks from now, I think.
It is. Yep, two weeks from now.
Yep. That's a fortnight.
No, that's a different thing.
No, it's not. For all the kiddos in the audience, the word fortnight used to mean something different, and it still does in my heart.
Did you know that for the current event happening in Fortnite, they actually removed the fort part of Fortnite?
Yes, which, man, we're just getting further and further away from that title, aren't we?
Yeah, they removed the building, and ironically, all of the pro Fortnite players are saying this is a good thing.
Yeah, that's what we've always wanted in our Fortnite. Less forts.
To be fair,
What's next? Are they going to remove night?
To be fair, a lot of the meta of Fortnite is at current based around how fast can you build instead of how good are you at playing video games.
That's the game though, is the building. It's part of the game.
It shouldn't solely focus on building as being a manner in which you win.
It's called Fortnite, Kevin. Not gun shoot good fast.
No, that's PUBG.
Yeah, exactly. That's if they want that, go play PUBG. I'm sure they'll really appreciate it. Might get bump that player count up to 100.
Yeah, maybe. I don't fucking know. I'll play PUBG.
That's enough for one match of PUBG.
That $100 could have gotten me 1 gallon of gas.
Dun, dun, dun.
It was one of my favorite jokes in Futurama.
Yeah.
Aside from Shield Hero, though, which, again, very good. Excellent. Aside from Shield Hero, I also saw the Lego Batman movie. Finally.
Yes. Finally.
At long last.
Hideo Kojima says, best Batman movie.
It is a very good movie, and it does have Batman in it, yes.
I believe you didn't hear me, Kevin. He says it's the best Batman movie.
It is one of the most Batman movies, yes.
That's a way to describe it.
It has... That is probably one of the funniest fucking movies I have ever seen, just in terms of, like, the sheer volume of jokes in the film that hit.
Oh, yeah. It's very funny.
Like, one scene that just absolutely knocked me on my ass the first time I saw it was, like, Alfred being like, also, you need to go to this party. No. It's for James Gordon's retirement ceremony. It's like, no. No.
I like the one where Robin is talking to him and he's like, my friends call me Dick. Yes, whale children can be cruel.
Children can be cruel. Yeah, Lego Batman movie. Best found family and also queer experience movie starring sentient toys that I've ever seen. And I say that last part because they made the Joker into, like, Batman's jilted lover?
Yeah, I mean, as it is.
That's kind of just it's just kind of extrapolating on their existing relationship where the Joker is a little too into Batman, let's be real.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like, it's really just, like, poking fun at that whole thing. And instead of, like, trying to be like, say that you love me, it's more, say that you hate me.
Yeah. Very funny.
God, fucking hilarious movie. God. I could quote that movie all day. It's really good.
It is, yes. I should watch it again with both eyes this time.
Did you not watch it with both eyes first time?
Well, this is. I watched it when in that period where I had that really horrible eye infection.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks a lot better with two eyes.
Yeah, that and the Lego Ninjago movie I also watched with one eye. No, Lego Movie Part 2 I watched with both eyes, and both eyes were very pleased.
You know, interestingly, Lego Ninjago movie actually isn't streaming on any of, like, the major platforms.
That isn't. It's weird. They just added Lego Movie Part 2 like a few weeks ago
to HBO Max. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I will watch that probably in the next couple of days.
Yeah.
On top of that, yes, I'm doing other things. I started watching 2 other anime. Started Zoid's Chaotic Century, which 3 episodes down on that. Yeah, that's Zoids.
I feel like every century is pretty chaotic. A lot happens in a century.
True. Can I talk about how baseline cool of a concept Zoids is though? Because it's like this post-apocalyptic mecha series taking place on an alien planet where, like, there was, like, a war ages ago that were fought with sentient animalistic mecha.
I like how you asked permission and then did not wait for permission to be given.
Look, this is how it works, okay?
Well, clearly not, because I'm complaining about it.
I'm doing it anyway. But I do love the concept of Zoids, and I really like the first. Like, I haven't actually seen Zoids since I was a kid. Like, it has been an extremely long time since I last saw it, like, all the way through. So,
the pre-chest hair days.
The pre a lot of things days. The pre a lot of hair days.
Yeah, pre-recession days.
That too. But, like, yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Watching it in Japanese in particular because the dub does not age great.
I imagine not.
That was a dub that was produced by Blue Water Studios, which is the budget studio of Ocean Studios.
Yeah.
On the plus side, you have Mark Gatha, aka Domon Kashu, aka Mega Man X, as one of the main characters. On the other hand, the voice acting's not great.
Yeah.
Like, it gets better in later episodes, but, like, it's still pretty rough throughout. But yeah, I'm 3 episodes down on Zoids, and I have decided to take another stab at watching Symphogear G, which, a couple episodes in on that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty interesting. Still fucking great how Symphogear, again, another series with a really cool concept. It's like, okay, what if magical girls, but also they acted like they were mecha, and also they were idols that sing when they fight?
This sounds like a lot of gimmicks. A gimmick soup.
It is. It really is, but it's cool gimmick soup. It is a cool fucking series.
You'll be the judge of that.
I will be the judge of that.
I won't be. I'll be over here.
And that is totally okay.
Yep. Playing with my Funko Pops.
Yeah, there are other things that I want you to watch that aren't Symphogear.
Bang, bang.
I also started playing the new Kirby game, Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I'm a few hours in on that.
Yeah.
That game is just completely, just utterly pleasant. It is just a very delightful game. That is the best way I can describe it. It is delightful.
It looks fun, yeah.
It is really fun, actually. Like, it's a Kirby game, so it's not too... So it's like, it's not hard at all. Like, it's a pretty breezy playthrough. But the mechanics are so fun and varied, and the level design is actually really fun to... the levels are really, really fun to traverse. And it doesn't really... something that I really like about the level design in Forgotten Land is... The levels are kind of designed similar to Super Mario 3D Land and 3D World, where it's like kind of a straight shot to the end. But there are secret routes, and there are puzzles that you can solve to complete like special like hidden objectives, so that you can rescue more Waddle Dees and you can unlock more things in the hub world. Mouthful mode, I have found, is one of the most interesting gimmicks in Kirby, simply because of the variety of gameplay elements that it introduces, and how none of the individual mouthful modes overstay their welcome.
Yeah.
They exist for like one-off instances where, like, for instance, you have to inhale this large pipe to roll down a hill and crash into a building, or you have to inhale a car so that you can go across this long track and, like, crash through a building. There's a lot of crashing through buildings in this game.
I imagine, yeah.
And another thing that I'm finding very fun is the upgrade system, because this is the first game where you actually can upgrade Kirby's copy abilities. And the upgrades are so much fun. A lot of it is basically just the regular copy ability, but more of it. Like the upgrade for the fire copy ability is, instead of Kirby breathing fire, Kirby breathes molten lava.
Nice.
It is great. And the upgrade for the cutter
Even
ability.
though lava is technically earth, but that's fine.
And the upgrade for the cutter ability is chakrams that Kirby just like dual wields.
Damn. Fucking Kingdoms of Amal are up in this bitch.
It's fun. It is a really fun game. Definitely recommend giving it a try.
I remember when I played Dark Sector, and I played for an hour and a half, and I did not get the chakram yet. And I'm like, where the fuck's the chakram?
It's on the box!
Yeah, give me the damn chakram. What am I doing with this fucking gun? I could play a million better games with guns.
Yes,
the chakram is yet to be determined.
Yeah, comparatively, You get the chakram pretty fast in Kirby in the Forgotten Land, so you don't gotta wait.
And it's not even on the box.
It's not even on the box.
They could have had it on. They could have had angry Kirby dual wielding chakrams in the box, and it would have been pretty cool.
That would have been pretty cool. Like,
Is he angry on the box?
I think this is one of the few North American releases of a Kirby game where he is not angry on the box.
Every time I see the Kirby's fucking pissed image, I miss it. Kirby is fucking pissed!
That is one of my favorite fucking memes.
He's halfway to I'm a fire in my laser face.
Almost. Yes, I've been doing that.
So, unlike Super Mario 3D World, it does not run at a buttery smooth 60 FPS.
Oh, will you shut up with that?
No. No, I will not.
You should.
Hey, Digital Foundry said it too. If they say it, I can say it.
Look, they're not the ones saying that a game is bad because it runs at 30.
They said it was disappointing.
Digital Foundry is disappointing.
Oh snap!
That's
not true. You love the work that they do.
I do. I appreciate the work that they do, but I also feel like some of the standards that they have are they're a little bit too specific with their standards sometimes, and a lot of times they make complaints about how a game is designed or runs and performs, and I'm like, what the fuck were you expecting?
Counterpoint, you are a basic bitch.
Counterpoint, I don't care.
Counterpoint, didn't you just refuse to buy Rune Factory 5 for performance issues?
Okay, but Rune Factory 5 runs like shit. Look, Kirby in the Forgotten Land might be 30 FPS, but at least it hits that target.
Yeah. According to the Digital Foundry video, yes.
Yeah, at least it hits that target pretty fucking consistently. Rune Factory 5 can't even fucking do that. It's 25 FPS at best.
So is SMT5, and everyone loves that game.
Everyone was complaining about the fact that it runs at 25 FPS. Where were you?
Not the people I was following. Then again, I was following diehard Megaten fans who
True.
They found water in the desert. They're not going to complain about it.
Yeah, they finally got Shin Megami Tensei 5 after waiting 5 years. They're gonna take what they can get. Yeah. So at that point, I can't blame them too much. But even then, okay. Shin Megami Tensei 5 at least looks good.
It does.
It looks really nice. Rune Factory 5 looks like trash. The character models look great. The character models in Rune Factory 5 look really nice.
Oh, is this an Atelier situation where they put all the effort into the character models and the environments look like fucking PS2?
Early PS3.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Oh, so more recent Atelier then.
Yeah, more recent Atelier, yes. No, it has the Atelier. It has Atelier syndrome. It does. I want to play Rune Factory 5, but I think I'm just better off waiting for a PC version or something. Because I can't imagine it's going to stay on Switch, considering that Rune Factory 4 got ported to everything else imaginable. So.
Oh really? Is it on the Wonder Swan color?
Okay, not that. Okay, be reasonable.
Fine. Is it on the iOS App Store?
No, but I wouldn't put it past Marvelous to do that.
We will see.
We will see. Honestly, Rune Factory would make for a really good mobile gaming experience, come to think of it.
Don't give them any ideas. They'll make a fucking gotcha.
Oh, damn it. Why do you gotta ruin it? Why do you gotta
ruin it? I didn't do
in my
shit.
head?
Why do they gotta ruin it?
They haven't ruined it yet. They haven't ruined it yet.
You know they will. Anything
give
with a
them the
modicum of
opportunity.
anything with a modicum of a following will get a stupid fucking gotcha game eventually. Fucking Grisaya's getting a gotcha game.
True.
And the whole framing is that Yuji is playing an MMO. I'm like, did they not play their own game? Yuji is not a gamer. He is not a gamer boy.
One of my favorite elements.
This is worse than the fucking Kotonoha VTuber shit.
God, that just reminds me of the fucking of Pokemon Masters EX, which is a Pokemon trainer gacha.
To be fair, there's an unexpected brilliance in that. They finally caught on to the fact that everyone just really likes Pokemon designs.
Everyone, yeah, like, give Game Freak credit there. They realized that they had something when people kept making fan art of their Pokemon trainers. It's like, hey, we can make a game out of this.
I can milk you.
You've heard of catching all the Pokemon. Now you can catch all the trainers.
Oh yeah.
And they even do the fucking gacha thing where they have like specialized versions with like different outfits for certain key events. That
they don't call her they don't call her 5-star Flannery for nothing. God. Like gacha games, to be fair. I think you mean RCS, but fine.
Gacha games are, to be fair, like, technically speaking,
they're not fair. That's the point.
It's business. It is, technically speaking, good business, simply because it's business and it makes a lot of money.
Yeah, by that fucking blue and orange capitalistic morality system, yes.
Look, I'm just saying, I get where it's coming from. I understand.
Oh, the numbers are so high.
I understand the appeal.
My wallet is so fat.
Now, I'm not going to play it myself, but
exactly.
But like, I get why. I get why.
Oh, I understand it. I just hate it. Much like cauliflower. I understand cauliflower deeply, intimately, and I fucking despise it.
Just as much as you deeply understand and despise turkey. Except you've only had bad turkey, I've fucking noticed.
You're making a distinction where there's no distinction to be made. Saying that, what are you gonna tell me? There's good dog shit next?
People don't eat dog shit.
Oh, Kevin, you
okay,
poor
people
innocent babe.
shouldn't eat dog shit. People shouldn't.
Dude, I literally just found out about the bug collector phenomenon.
The what?
Have you not heard of bug collectors?
No, I've heard of bug collectors. I just thought they only existed in Pokemon. What the fuck?
No, not bug collectors as in bug collectors. I'm talking about bug collectors. The people who go out of their way to get STDs on purpose.
Oh.
Gotta catch them all.
Why would you?
Do these people think there's like a fucking real life achievement system? A trophy's gonna pop if they get all the STDs. I gotta go for that 100% completion.
STDs, gotta catch 'em all.
I'm almost positive that parody song exists somewhere.
It probably does.
And it was probably College Humor or Cracked.
One of those two.
I really like. Was it College Humor? The updated Pokemon rap about the guy who got kidnapped and forced to do the. And in between the Pokemon verses, he's just like, I really want to see my family. That was funny. It's probably 2 generations out of date by now, so they gotta kidnap that guy again. But
yeah, you say updated poker rap, and I just think of like the Starbomb song.
oh yeah, that one. Yeah, that's
Lamborghini Pig.
You gotta be making these up.
Nah, bro. Yeah, are you serious? You're not kidding? Those are real? You know it, bro. Gotta catch 'em all. It's one of my favorite things about like Dan Avidan is that his voice has 2 modes, it has 3 modes. It has smooth, suave rock singer. It has deadpan, are you fucking serious? And it has gleeful laughter, like an angel's kiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love Dan.
These are correct statements.
So yes, that is roughly all I have been up to. So what have you, dear sir, been up to?
Yes. The time has come. It's all dawned upon me. Yes. Well, I finally ordered. Right Stuff finally let me know that Mushoku Tensei Volume 1 back in stock. I ordered it with a bunch of other books. Still hasn't shipped yet, I don't think. That was like 8 days ago now, so, you know.
Yeah, like I don't know what the hell's going on with your order, because it never takes that long for Right Stuff orders to ship for me. Like, they typically go out in 3 to 5 days.
I'm gonna check right now. Yeah, like a lot previous times I've ordered from them, it's been pretty expedient. Although, to be fair, there is a banner at the top of the site right now that says, due to high order volume, processing is taking longer than normal.
Okay, that's probably it. I would wager that's probably it.
Probably. Hopefully. Maybe. I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna check and see if this
potentially.
It's been like 8 or 9 days. It's getting redonkulous.
It's been like a week and a half.
This is like the redonkulous race, but without the race part.
Yes. Okay, campers, it's time to find a reason to live.
Open orders.
Your next challenge.
I understand there's a global supply shortage, but man, Seven Seas is having a hell of a time keeping these damn books in print. Nope, it's still pending fulfillment. I ordered I ordered this on the 16th, just so you know.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. You should probably call them up to see what's going on.
Yeah, probably. Although they're probably just going to tell me exactly what's on the banner on the front page.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to, double check.
But what if they're mean to me?
I don't know. I've talked to Right Stuff customer service, and they're typically pretty good.
Mm-hmm. But what ethnicity are they?
Bro, are you racist?
No, I'm just wondering. You call support lines, and you never know what you're gonna get. It's a roulette of diversity.
They sounded American last I checked.
What sounds American, though, Kevin? Can you define that?
Us?
That sounds pretty racist, Kevin. We're getting pretty racist. I didn't know that.
They sound Midwestern.
I didn't know nations had a sound, Kevin.
They sounded Midwestern.
Like actual Midwest or that? I don't know. Sorry, actual Midwest, or like what people call the Midwest, which is like fucking Colorado, which I do not understand.
Actual Midwest, I think.
Oh, okay. Man, the TV Trips page for Life is Strange True Colors calls Colorado the Midwest, and I don't know how to respond to that.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
This is the most wrong statement I've seen on TV Tropes in a while.
It's like, TV Tropes, do you know what the words mid and west mean?
That's just west. If that's Midwest, then there is no west.
That is just west.
Like, you gotta hit a point where it's just west at some point.
God, that just reminds me of how I live in Kentucky, which is considered part of the South, except it's actually Midwest.
Yeah, it's Midwest.
Like, but it's considered part of the South?
I think it's because you got, like, you edge along the Bible Belt, I think.
Yeah, we're at, like, the tail end of the Bible Belt over here. You can tell we're at the tail end of the Bible Belt because we have a fuckload of churches, but I also live in a very LGBT-friendly environment right now.
Yeah, very weird.
It's like, it's a mix. Kentucky is very much a mix, because they're actually...
It's a battlefield.
It has quite a few progressive... It does have quite a few progressive cities and communities, but they're also just so So many churches, and 90% of them are Baptist.
Yeah. I don't like Baptists. They threw rocks at me.
Okay, my Baptist churches didn't throw rocks at you.
You can't prove this.
Well, I
Baptist
haven't lived in Ohio before.
They're in league with each other.
But
there's a Baptist network. They're all on ChristianMingle.com or whatever.
Yes, the mecca for the evil Christian doctrine, Christian Mingle.
You think bios on Christian Mingle are like, no Protestants, please?
I think they might, actually.
That's very funny to me.
Please, serious inquiries, no Protestants.
No heretical thoughts that go to church on a Saturday.
No Protestants, no Catholics, please.
That's that Family Guy bit where it's like, it's like, I'm Eastern Orthodox or whatever. It's like, I'm the same as you, except I go to church on Saturdays. What?
I'm imagining Christian Mingle, but instead of listing, like, your sexual orientation, you list, like, what sectionality of Christianity you are.
The virgin sexuality versus the Chad sectionality.
The funny thing is, I haven't even gone on Christian Mingle, but I'm probably right.
Mormons do not interact.
Okay, but like, that's accurate though?
Mormons are just spicy Jews that like gold discs and polygamy.
They're what? Gomena what?
Kevin, I think you know that's the title.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go with that. Let's go with that.
Unless we come up with something better, you never know.
We'll see. We'll see.
It could be. It could be. So yeah, I'm just. It's a heck of a frustrating time trying to find print copies of Mushoku Tensei volumes. Very difficult. I actually ordered, because they had it in stock, even though I wouldn't get to it at the time, but I also ordered volumes 5 and 6. I ordered 1, 5, and 6 because they happen to have 5 and 6. Couldn't find 2, 3, or 4 anywhere. Actually, 3 and 4 don't even have listings on Right Stuff, so I guess they're just not expecting those anytime soon.
That's fucking weird, because normally they would have a listing up, but it would just say, like, out of stock, expecting more soon.
Yeah, that's what they do for Volume 2 and a few others, you know.
That is weird.
It's a whole thing. It's a frustrating business.
Welcome to the shortage.
Speaking of Seven Seas, though, they did license Ayakashi Triangle, so I'm pretty happy about that.
They did, and I knew they would.
Congratulations, Gavin. You were only the 10 millionth person to predict that.
I mean, it only made sense because Viz Media clearly didn't care about the series, and they were doing their best to phase it out over the last, 6 months?
Some would argue since it started.
Skipping multiple chapters in the digital manga app.
Well, you can't even read it on the app. You gotta go to the website.
Yeah, again, they've been trying to phase it out as much as humanly possible. Skipping chapters, making it only viewable on the website, not making it viewable on the app.
Yeah.
And, then they started, delisting the digital manga volumes. Which was basically, the final nail in the coffin where I'm like, yep, Viz Media is going to drop the license, and then Seven Seas is going to pick it up, because Seven Seas sure loves their Yabuki manga.
Don't we all?
Legitimately, To Love Ru and Darling in the Franxx are, two of their biggest sellers.
I mean, they just licensed Darling in the Franxx, though.
No, they licensed that a couple years ago.
They haven't put it out yet, though.
Yes, they have.
No, they haven't. They just did a panel about that.
Did that? That is weird. That is so weird, because I know that they license it like maybe like a year and a half,
No,
2 years ago, but they haven't released it yet?
No, they're releasing it soon. They're doing it in like 2-volume compilations.
Well, that makes sense. I just would have assumed it would have been released already.
No, you fucking idiot. You absolute fucking... You got brain cheese. Your brain's made of cheese.
Okay, to be fair, there are other manga that I've seen, like, get licensed, but it took forever for them to come out. Fucking Kamen Rider is one that I can immediately think of, because that got licensed, like, a year and a half ago, and it only just came out.
Yeah.
Which, for the record, the Kamen Rider manga release is one of the best, deals for a manga release I have ever seen, because that thing has because that thing is like this massive tome with like almost 900 pages, and it's $30.
Damn.
Like in terms of just sheer amount of manga, that's a good deal.
I'm definitely gonna be picking up Ayakashi Triangle. That's for sure, though.
Oh yeah,
gotta support that.
Yeah, I want to read Ayakashi Triangle. Like, you highly recommend it.
Yeah, it might be my favorite thing at Jump at the moment. One of them, anyway. Well, now that Dr. Stone's over.
True. Speaking of, how did Dr. Stone end?
It's all right. It definitely feels like at a certain point they just decided we are going to end this soon, despite a lot of potential that was there. So I don't think it's bad. The last chapter is weird, but that's a separate issue. But like the ending as a whole, it's all right. It's pretty good. The final twist is really satisfying. That was clearly planned from the beginning, but like the
I know of one thing that happens in one of the last few chapters, and it's one of the most beautifully manic things I have ever read.
Yeah.
It's like, is this really what your society was leading to, Senku?
Yeah.
All of this code, it can only be for one thing.
Yeah.
I saw that twist, and I'm like, are you fucking serious? That's amazing.
Yeah. It was an enjoyable ride through the end. It feels like they ended it when they didn't need to. Like this series could have been twice or even 3 times as long.
Yeah.
If they really wanted to flesh out later conflicts and like continue to expand the setting and what they could do with it and stuff. But they just kind of I don't know if they were just kind of burned out on it, or Jump wants to make room for newer things, or I don't know what's happening. But
my best guess is probably just that, like, my best guess is that either the writer or the artist for that series just, I forget who the writer's name is. I know Boichi's the artist.
Inagaki.
Yeah, I think it's probably either Inagaki or Boichi. Just kind of started getting burnt out on the weekly grind.
Yeah.
And they probably just mutually agreed, yeah, let's speedrun it.
Yeah. It's getting common. There's a lot of speed running happening in Jump lately.
Yeah, I have noticed, and it's always and it seems to mostly just be series that have been around for a good few years at the very least.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, I'm like 75% sure My Hero Academia is ending this year.
More than likely, yeah.
Yeah.
At the very least, that seems to be the trend.
Yeah.
It's always series that are like 20, 30 volumes in.
Yeah.
It's always series that have been around for like a good, like, 5, 6, 7 years.
This is fine in itself, but it always feels like it happens to series that set up a lot more that they could do. Like they were meant to be, like they could have been long runners, and they're just like, either because the creator didn't want to, or because the magazine wants to make room for shit.
Yeah, I think it might also be a little bit of editorial management.
Possibly.
But I think a lot of that is probably just down to the fact that they realize we let's be real. Weekly Shonen Jump currently has a lot of popular series that do really, really well in sales, but the problem is they can't keep all of them running at once because they need to keep, more series coming in to give more artists and more stories opportunity to tell their, show themselves. Yeah. So I understand, if this is an editorial thing, I get it. I really do. I do.
I think some of this might be them preparing for the inevitable post One Piece era.
It might be, because One Piece is rapidly reaching endgame content.
Yeah.
Oda has said that One Piece's story is about 85% complete now.
Yeah.
And, there are only, a handful of arcs that he has left planned.
Yeah.
And a lot of them are shorter arcs that, lead up to, one big finale. So, One Piece is probably going to end in the next, probably 3 years.
Yeah. And I think Jump wanting to have a lot of diverse, different stories that go on for a decent amount of time but don't go on forever so they don't clog the magazine, I think is kind of their strategy to cope with the inevitable drop in circulation that's going to happen when One Piece finally ends.
Yeah, but by the end of it, One Piece is going to have run for almost 30 years.
Yeah.
That is a long boy of a series.
Yeah, well, it's also just because it does so well, and there's a lot of people that are subscribed to Jump just because they've been One Piece fans this whole time, And also, One Piece has a huge audience and a demographic that probably doesn't read Jump for anything else, which is apparently One Piece is super popular with middle-aged women.
Yeah, One Piece is actually. I read an article that claims that the audience for One Piece is people who don't normally read manga, apparently.
And that's not great news if you want to sell manga.
Yeah, and I think Jump realizes that. And they can see that with One Piece rapidly approaching the end, rapidly considering that it's been running for nearly 30 years.
I think they realize that it's really fucking hard to create a mega hit, but it's not too hard to create a lot of moderate hits. So I think that might be what their plan is.
I think that's a good plan. I think that's overall a pretty good plan.
Yeah, that's a great plan for them, even if I think sometimes the individual manga might suffer for it.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Wow, that dog needs to shut the fuck up.
Or it could just be growing pains, because, a lot of the things that are ending now, are from 5, 6, 7 years ago, where Jump clearly was trying to find the next big mega hit. So they were kind of set up in that direction, but now the plan is shifted.
Yeah,
so
and I think
as the plan becomes more known to the aspiring mangaka, I think we're going to see more series that are more planned around and acclimated to the current Jump climate.
Yeah, and I think also there was a period, a long period, where Jump's editorial department went out of their way to try and milk series as long as they could and keep them going in perpetuity until until the popularity began to drop off.
Yeah, they don't seem interested in that anymore.
Yeah, I think they realize that's bad for storytelling.
Yeah.
Because you end up with series that go on way past. You either have series that go on way past when they should, and fatigue sets in for the reader, a la Naruto.
Yeah.
Or you have instances where they try to do that, but then the author gets burnt out, and the material suffers for it, and that causes a drop-off in readership there, like Tite Bleach.
Oh yeah, if you want a somewhat recent example of just something being extended and then getting absolutely burnt out, Shokugeki no Soma comes to mind.
Oh, the final arc. Oh god, the final arc.
It's so bad.
It's
so bad.
I never watched the final season of the anime. I never did.
You don't need to. You do not. I don't know why they adapted it. Nobody liked it.
Look, Shueisha's now in the whole business of making complete adaptations come hell or high water. So
Yeah. I mean, that's good, but also, like, season 4's ending is fine. I think everyone would be. I mean, even if you don't love the central arc, I think most people can agree it's a fitting enough ending, and we did not need whatever the hell came after it.
yeah, I agree. Yeah, once the central arc ends, you can just jump off and feel satisfied with what's there.
Yeah, like when season 4 ended, I'm like, this is good. I don't need any more. It's fine. It's a good ending. You know, it's a good ending. But no, they had to keep going.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear to me that the writer for Shokugeki no Soma wanted to end the series at the central arc, but they were told to keep going.
Yeah.
And then they made the worst part of the series.
Yeah.
You know, come to think of it, Shokugeki no Soma might be the example that made them stop fucking doing that.
That is a distinct possibility, in all probability.
It is entirely possible that they realized how fucking terrible that last arc was, and how, like, it did pretty well in the rankings from what I know, and then it just went so downhill, and just no one cared.
Yeah. Speaking of Jump, I just want to tell you that you, since it's starting next season, you should definitely watch Spy X Family.
I think
absolutely
you would really watching
like
Spy
series.
X Family. I am.
Yeah, I'm caught up with the manga. I think you would really like that series.
You have a great batting average, so let's go.
Yeah, there's a lot about that series that is very Kevin. Very Kevin.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Watch as I watch the series, and I'm gonna be like, oh my god, this is like it was made for me.
I am anticipating that reaction, in all honesty. Yeah. Are we ever gonna get a Yozakura mission anime? I'm still wondering this.
That's a good question. We are getting an Ayakashi Triangle anime, though.
Yeah, look, if that's well animated, I'm all for that. That is gonna be a good fucking thing.
If they can get the same team on board as they got for, like, the To Love Ru Darkness anime, we're set.
Well, I mean, Zebek doesn't exist anymore, so...
Okay, but, like, if they can get the same staff...
Yeah. It just has to look nice, okay? You gotta do Yabuki designs justice.
You really do.
Yeah. Yabuki is such a good artist.
He might be the best, like, in terms of just sheer artistry, the best artist in Jump right now.
Yeah. I'm not even just talking about, man, he draws a lot of sexy anime girls. Yes, he does. That's great.
He absolutely does.
But I'm just talking about, like, in sheer design, in the sharpness and the clarity of his designs and his expressions and his paneling. And also he is so good.
And also just, like, the readability of it. Because, like, his designs are super detailed and, like, really glamorous looking. But they're always easy to, like, you can always very easily pick out characters on a page and their posing is very clear.
Yeah.
And there's always, like, a nice, like, high contrast look to a lot of his stuff. Like, he makes a really good use of dark spaces in his manga paneling.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, Yabuki might be, like, the single best artist in Jump right now.
Well, since Boichi is no longer in Jump, then yes, I agree. I think he is the best artist in Jump.
Boichi is, like, up there. Let's be real.
Yeah, but, like, for a while, it was, I think, favorite artist in Jump on an artistic level was a neck-and-neck race between Kentaro Yabuki and Boichi. But now that Boichi's out of Jump, it's Yabuki time, baby.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna... I have not read it. I'm probably gonna end up buying the Darling in the Franxx omnibuses they're putting out.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see his take on it. I've heard it's interesting. It diverges from the anime and goes in a different direction. You know, I might have to do research and mention that in my inevitable Darling in the Franxx defense video.
You know, you mentioned Zebek, and that just reminds me of how I didn't realize until I started rewatching it, but Zoids is actually animated by Zebek. like that was
Zebek made Zoids.
Like, that was a really early Zebek series. and then I decided to look up, like, the actual staff of it, and Zoids is done by the same crew that did the Rockman EXE anime, the Mega Man NT Warrior series. So,
man, these guys are they just appeal to you specifically.
They made the season of Full Metal Panic that I've been waiting like over a decade for. And then they...
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad, but they made it.
No, the fuck it wasn't.
You constantly complain about this season.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I always lament the fact that the production fell apart near the end in terms of the animation quality. In terms of the actual adaptation, it's great.
You're gaslighting me. This
Everyone else was having problems with it, except for me.
This is historical revisionism.
It is not historical revisionism. Fuck you.
Man, I can't believe the very last racist shot MLK.
The very last racist.
You get those vibes from the way it's taught.
A little.
Like, that's the vibe where they're just like, and then the very everyone loved MLK, and then the very last racist shot him.
And then racism was no more.
Look, just because we killed MLK doesn't mean we can't miss him.
God, that is one of my favorite fucking gimmick account tweets.
Yeah,
that is one of my favorite gimmick account tweets.
It's pretty great. It's pretty fucking great.
Oh god.
Jump.
Twitter is fine sometimes. Twitter is fine sometimes.
Yeah. We this was technically supposed to be the segment where I say what I'm up to, and I'll get back to that. But I really like talking about Shonen Jump, so
okay, all right.
Yeah. There's been I don't know if I've talked about some of the newer series they've been doing.
I don't think you have. No.
I think I might have offhandedly mentioned Protect Me Shugamaru, which is just a lot. It's like I send you panels of Protect Me Shugamaru all the time. It's just this is a shit post of a manga, and I love it so much.
Yeah, you can like there was like a few weeks where every single like Sunday or whatever, you would send me like out of context like pages and panels and shit, just laughing your ass off. Like, this is the funniest fucking manga I've ever read.
I am not usually one for Shonen Jump comedies. They typically don't work for me. Like, and there's a lot of them running in Jump right now that I don't like Roboco and especially High School Family. I do not understand the appeal of High School Family at all.
Yeah.
But man, Protect Me Shugamaru is so funny, and I hope it survives. And then these three came at around the same time, and they're in like chapters like 16, 17-ish territory, so we're getting close to potential axing. But we have Ayashimon from the guy who made Hell's Paradise, which I did not read, but I've been liking Ayashimon. It's about like the what the fuck is that district called? It's the one that the Yakuza series takes place in most of the time.
Oh, yeah, I know the one. I forget the name, but I remember,
I think in Yakuza it's called Kabukicho, but like that's not its actual name.
Yeah, in Yakuza it's called Kabukicho, but it's something totally different in like real life.
Yeah, but it takes place there, and it's like it deals with like the underground like Ayakashi like mafia and stuff.
Yeah.
And the protagonist is a guy who is obsessed with manga and wants to be a real-life manga protagonist.
Oh my god, wow.
So he just gets into fights all the time. It's actually really fun, and I hope it survives, because there's a lot of interesting world building going on.
That is an interesting concept, I will say. That I have not heard a concept quite like that before.
Yeah, and he's always making references to like Kenshin and Jotaro and stuff.
Just like, this is just like one of my Japanese animes.
Yeah, it's exactly that energy.
It's just that, the manga.
Yeah. And then the other one is Doron, which is a pretty standard, like, demon slayer type like monster hunting premise, but it's really
okay.
fun. It has some really good art. The dynamic between the lead Dora and the mascot, the good, fuck, what are the fucking demons in the series called? Mononoke. They're called Mononoke.
Okay.
The good Mononoke. Kusanagi is his name, who can shapeshift, and like he'll shapeshift into like his hat or like his sword or whatever. And he is so cute and so positive, and their friendship is adorable. I really hope this one survives because it's a nice classic fucking like shonen action series that has the potential to go in some interesting places, especially since I'm not a huge fan of some of the ones they have running now, like Jujutsu Kaisen. So
yeah.
more of that, something that I can really get into.
You're not a fan of the box office smash hit Jujutsu Kaisen?
More like Puputsu Kaisen. I gave it a 5.5. I may or may not keep up with it just to shit with the anime, just to shit on it. We'll see. We'll see how bored I am. And then recently they added 2 new series very recently. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not really into either of them. One is called Akane Banashi, and it's about a girl who is trying to be a professional rakugo. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, it's like the thing where they kneel and they do all the voices of a story. It's like a performance art. And she's trying to like avenge her father, who is like wrongfully like banished from like the scene, as it were. I get why this would appeal to people. I gave it like 4 chapters. I just wasn't really into it.
It ain't your speed.
Yeah, this is not the kind of jump series I tend to like, where they're like, here's a profession, let's explore this profession. It's got to be a profession that appeals to me, first of all.
Yeah.
But then also, and then the other one's called Earthchild.
I get the feeling like a lot of those series are trying to follow something similar to like Bakuman or something like that. Yeah. Sometimes that could work. This doesn't really do it for me. And the other one's called Earthchild, and I think it's I read like 3 chapters, and I think it's kind of a mess. Oof.
The first one speed runs an entire like love story, like meet cute marriage thing where the guy keeps losing his memory because he gets it wiped by like the fucking Men in Black or whatever, and he keeps meeting and falling in love with the same like Supergirl or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they have like a child, and like the organization wants to like control the child in different ways or something. And I'm gonna be honest, by the time I got to like chapter 3 or 4, I was just like kind of flipping through it. I think it's kind of dull and messy, and I don't really like it all that much.
That just sounds like Ishukan Friends with extra steps.
Yeah, but it's not like the point. It's not, the relationship isn't even the point, because like the mom.
Yeah.
So we think she dies to like save the Earth or whatever, but then it turns out like she's trapped in like a carbonite, basically floating on the. So like there's this whole. I just think it's kind of messy, and I don't get it.
That's unfortunate.
I don't feel like that one's going to survive, to be honest. Like Akane Banashi might, if it like appeals to the Japanese side of things enough, but like Earthchild I feel like is just fodder. I feel like this is like a time paradox Ghost Rider situation where like it's just a mess, and it's probably gonna get axed.
Yeah, lovely.
But the first 3 I talked about, I hope they survive, because I enjoy Shugamaru Ayashimon and Doron quite a bit.
Well, hopefully it doesn't turn into like a Red Hood situation.
Why do you have to bring that up, Kevin? Why do you have to hurt me in this way?
Because
I'm not over it.
I'm not the one who hurt you.
These are true. My real nemesis is Japanese children. Aged 5 to 11.
You know what you've done.
I'm gonna go to Japan. I'm just gonna start punting random children if I see them holding Shonen Jump.
It was you.
You did this, and you, and you, and you.
None of you are free of sin.
You got my manga canceled.
How dare you?
Yeah. That's fun. I like talking about manga.
But were we going to talk about news?
I think we should talk about what I was doing.
You probably, probably at first.
Yeah, we got sidetracked on this Jump conversation, but that's fine. We like talking about Shonen Jump.
We do.
Or at least I do. Yeah. Yeah, so something I did since the last episode is I've been watching a ton of Nitro Rad. So I got a hankering for some of that 3D platforming goodness. And somebody might be like, weren't you already playing Ty the Tasmanian Tiger HD? I'm like, yes! I'm taking a break from it. Fuck off. Do what I want. It's truth, is what it is. You're acting very gross right now. Gross. Struth. Oi, Ripper.
Oi, Ripper.
Anyway, I am gonna finish Ty, but I took a break from that, and I booted up the old PS3, and I played through all of Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about Sly in my DMs lately, and man, that sounds weird when I say it that way.
You've been acting Sly in my DMs.
No, but like, yeah, you've been talking about like the first Sly game, like DMing me about that lately, and
yeah,
I love some of the self-awareness of like PS2 era 3D platformers.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? There's like 119 computers, and we need to destroy at least 60 of them.
No, yeah. When you get to Clockwork Slayer, it's like, Sly, we need to hack open this security door. There's 119 computers dangling from the ceiling. We need to run over 60 of them with our van before the lava slugs get to them. I am not making that up. That happens.
That is just so fucking absurd. I adore it.
Yeah. And then right after that, you get the nice tonal whiplash of Clockwork alluring Sly in by kidnapping Carmelita, and then literally just trying to gas them both to death. So that's nice. I really like how PS2 platformers just like whiplash like that. It's fun.
Yeah. Like, you know, you have your fun, silly, goofy adventure with your fun, you know, silly, goofy animal mascots, and then you have existential crisis and murder.
Yeah, I like how he describes it afterwards, like, Carmelita, you might be on the other side of the law, but you're not my enemy. Now, the giant mechanical owl that just tried to gas us to death, that guy's on the list.
Carmelita, I'm gonna keep it real with you, babe. You're fine. That guy, fuck him.
I just love Clockwork so much. I just love his logic, where he's like, man, if I kill all... Like, he's a giant mechanical owl. He can't sneak for shit. There's nothing stealthy about this dude. But he's like, if I kill all the other thieves, I will be the greatest thief.
By process of elimination, yes. Emphasis on the elimination.
Yep. Sly Cooper in The Cold Heart of Hate. So I'm gonna go back to the other Sly games at some point, but then Tiny Tina's Wonderlands came out, so I'm playing through that now.
Woo! How is it?
Pretty fucking great.
Yeah, that came out at like the same time as Kirby, so we were playing just two dramatically different kinds of games.
Yes, I'm doing a lot more shooting than you are.
Yes, although Kirby in the Forgotten Land has a little bit more shooting that I'm used to from a Kirby game.
Yeah. Before I talk about Wonderlands, did you watch the low art video where he ranks all the mainline Kirby games?
Oh, no, I haven't actually.
He just put that out, and what I've learned from his analysis is that half the Kirby games suck.
Yeah, a lot of the more recent ones aren't great.
Actually, it was the more recent ones he liked. Stuff like Triple Deluxe and Planet Robobot. Robobot.
That's interesting because like I actually didn't. I actually found Kirby Triple Deluxe to kind of be bland.
I think he might have had that problem too, where he said it's like it just feels like Return to Dreamland 2.
Yeah, that's basically.
But he really liked Return to Dreamland, so that's not a problem. That wasn't really a problem.
I liked Return to Dreamland 2, but I kind of expected a little bit more from a sequel to it.
Yeah, but what I've learned is that a lot of the early games he does not like, aside from like the SNES one, like the Superstar and Amazing Mirror. But like a lot of the other early ones, he does not like very much.
That's fair. Yeah, that is fair. A lot of the early ones do have very bad problems with.
Yeah, watch his video. I'm not going to regurgitate his arguments.
That's fair enough. But a lot of the early ones do suffer from growing pains and just early installment weirdness. Yeah. The first Kirby game doesn't even have the copy ability.
Yeah.
Like, that doesn't come around until Kirby's Adventure, which is the second game.
Yeah. Yeah. He also, this is just the mainline ones. He did not talk about, like, Canvas Curse or Mass Attack or anything.
Which is interesting because, that is interesting considering that, like, both of those are kind of considered mainline games, sort of.
Not according to TV tropes in the Kirby wiki, they're not. Apparently, he took his list from the Kirby wiki, so blame them.
I guess it's one of those Mario situations where no one knows what's a mainline Mario game anymore.
Well, I don't think Mario vs. the Minis is a mainline game, so Mass Attack shouldn't be either.
All right, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Because Kirby Mass Attack is just like Mario vs. the Minis, but Kirby.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's Kirby flavored.
It's Kirby flavored.
I'm fucking Kirby tonight, and I'll never have a better night. A better night.
Hey, did you say Meta Knight?
No! Fuck off! That beat drop when there's like, you got 6 inches, we got 30 each, motherfucker. It's great.
It's great.
That is a great drop. So yeah, anyway, Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Very fun. I played it for like 5 or 6 hours now. Very, very fun, very witty. A lot of tabletop RPG meta humor, and a lot of Borderlands series like callbacks, and surprisingly a lot of call forwards for a game that takes place well before Borderlands 3.
Yeah.
Because Tina in Borderlands 3 is like 19 or something, but like in this game she's like 13, so it's like just a little bit after 2, I guess.
Okay, all right, interesting.
Yeah, this game also has it's basically you, the newbie, role playing, and then Tina's the bunker master for bunkers and badasses. And then like there's 2 other new characters there, Captain Valentine and Fret, and a robot named Fret that are voiced by Andy Samberg and Wanda Sykes.
Oh god, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, Andy Samberg is basically just doing Jake Peralta again, which, as a massive fan of Jake Peralta, that is only a good thing, and not something I knew I needed in the Borderlands universe.
Wanda Sykes is also really fucking hilarious when when she's allowed to write her own material. She's really good. So
yeah, and not when she's playing the love interest in Ice Age.
Yes.
Did you see Shrey Frillis's video ranking the Blue Sky films?
Is that another new one?
So. Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Yeah, well, I got 2 videos to watch now. Great.
Ranking things. It's fun.
I actually really do enjoy Shafe's ranking videos. Those are fun.
His number 1 will surprise you.
Disappointment in the game of life.
Well, no, I said number 1.
I know.
Yeah. Look, if that played for number 1, you're in trouble.
God, I'm just reminded of when he was doing like a ranking of all the Illumination videos and like all the Illumination movies, and like the first 3 or 4 movies was just like disappointment in the game of life, but just like slowly becoming more and more garbled.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun, and some of the side quests I've played are wacky as hell. There's one where you're literally collecting teeth for the Tooth Fairy. There's one that is a complete homage to the Smurfs.
Oh God.
Where you're helping a village of Murphs combat Gargle Snot, who has unleashed the blue rage virus that's turning them blue. and Murphette, the female Murph, everyone calls her their wife queen. One.
You know, that is one of the things that you do gotta wonder about about Smurf society is like you have one female Smurf.
These are the questions.
The questions that people have been asking and trying to find answers to for years.
Yeah. Oh, there's one where
this isn't what Palo intended, but unfortunately.
Yeah, there's one where you're helping Goblin Revolution, an organization called what the fuck is it called? Goblins Tired of Forced Oppression, or GTFO.
God, I love the sense of humor in this game.
Yeah. Being set in Tiny Tina's imagination has allowed them to go even weirder, which I appreciate.
That's just fucking... That is really damn clever.
Oh, there's one...
You sent me a class... Hold on, let me... You DM'd it to me. You sent me, like, a class screen.
Yeah,
like a class description, and I wanted to just quote one part of it, but every single line from it was just a different flavor of hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, let me scroll up and find it, because it is way too fucking funny. I want to read it, like, verbatim.
Okay.
Because it's just too good. Here it is. The village idiot archetype, thick. THICC. Oh, you sweet large child, blessed with looks, muscles, and exactly 2 brain cells that never call each other. You are made in the image of the gods, specifically Belotheon, god of the himbos. You were always destined either for greatness or to be legally categorized as construction equipment.
Some of the funniest writing is in the text nobody reads.
It's so good. I read that and I like to die laughing.
Yeah.
It's too fucking good.
It's great.
God of the himbos. Legally categorized as construction equipment.
Yeah. There's a part... I played a side quest this morning where Claptrap's in the game, which is nice. Yeah, he's got like a steampunk design, like in the universe. He's like made out of like wood and like steam pipes and stuff. Where he's trying to get the almighty Spellnade from Mervyn the magician. And at one point, Mervyn traps you in like a hell cage. And he has to teleport you out, and he accidentally teleports you outside of the game world. And you see like the Z-axis like fucking rotational tool and a giant cube in the background that just says Unreal Engine on it. Like, oh no, minion, I've teleported you to the realm of nowhere. Are you buying this? This was not supposed to happen.
You teleported me into the UI of Unreal Engine. What the fuck?
It's fucking funny.
Oh god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. They're just having. Look, it's just like, I think, you know, after the rightful criticism that Borderlands 3 story got, I think this is their chance to like relax, you know. Just shit post for 40 hours, you know, go crazy, remind everyone of how good they can be, you know?
Yeah, I think that's probably a better idea, is just... That makes sense, like, why they would do this, is just making a nice little spin-off where they can just do whatever the fuck they damn well want. and not have to worry about being a cohesive experience. It's just a shitpost.
Yeah, and like I think also the villain, the Dragon Lord, is voiced by Will Arnett. That's fun.
Oh god, that's fucking amazing.
They got a weird amount of star power in this game.
Weirdly, wasn't Will Arnett one of the people who like helped to reveal the game when it was announced?
It might have been.
I think he was.
Might have been, yeah. Yeah, and then of course, like, I love the gameplay. It's basically a reskin with slightly different systems. The gameplay of Borderlands 3, which I loved the gameplay of Borderlands 3. The gameplay is like polished to a core, and this is just a different flavored version of that, which is nice. There's more spells replace grenades, and they have different effects.
Nice.
And melee is a bit more viable now. There's a few other little differences. For the most part, it's basically Borderlands 3 gameplay, with like a class system. You can pick between like one of 6 classes, and then later on in the game you get to multi-class between them, so there's different combinations. There's a lot more character creation that goes in here. You're not playing like a pre-designed character like you are in the other games.
Yeah.
Which is not something I want for the main series, but it is cool in this spin-off to do that.
Yeah, it makes more sense in the spin-off, considering that it's part of like an in-universe tabletop RPG.
But I don't want them to do that for the mainline games, because I really enjoy having distinct characters to play as in those games. Yeah. You know, especially after they started talking from pre-sequel onward. I did my whole Borderlands 3 playthrough as Flack, ProZD's character, and he's got a lot of personality to him.
Yeah.
I really wanted to play through. I actually really do want to do another playthrough of Borderlands 3, especially since I got my PS5 pretty late into that experience. I only got to do the last 2 DLCs at 60 FPS.
Yeah.
4K 60. So, I definitely want to do another playthrough. I want to go with either Mose or Zane. I'm not sure which yet, but I'm holding off on it. I was holding off on it because I knew Wonderlands was coming out, so I didn't want to like get burnt out on Borderlands before more Borderlands showed up. But that's definitely in the cards at some point. So this game's a great excuse to get that gameplay loop in 4K 60 again.
Nice.
Which just feels so nice and looks so crisp.
You love it. It's so good.
I'm Borderlands for Borderlands, man. I just fucking I love this series so much. I like 3 more than most people, even if it's got problems.
It's got problems, but that doesn't make it bad.
No, I'm itching to play it again at some point on a different character, especially since classes mean more in 3 because they have multiple action skills and more trees and stuff.
Yeah.
Whereas mostly just flavoring before. Man, I just fucking love Borderlands. I'd be playing Wonderlands right now if it wasn't for this fucking podcast you make me do.
It's your podcast!
Don't backsass me. I'm the host here.
That's the point!
Congratulations, Kevin. You have found the joke.
Yay!
So yeah, I'm gonna be stuck on Wonderlands for a bit, for a hot sec, and I got the chaotic Great Edition, so I'm gonna be there when all the DLC campaigns drop.
Sweet.
They're doing the whole 9 yards, a whole 4 DLC campaigns.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's nice.
More Borderlands for the Hoarderlands.
Yep. I'm kind of hoping. I feel like the next Borderlands 4 is... I have mixed feelings because they have such a great setup here with Unreal Engine 4, but you know they're probably going to try to upgrade to Unreal 5.
Yeah, they're going to push for Unreal 5, I think.
Yeah, and that's just going to prolong development even longer, and so that's... I don't feel great about that, but it's fine. Because like that's part of the reason Borderlands 3 took so long is because they had to shift everything to Unreal 4. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know why I'm complaining now. I've got a whole fucking new game to play right this second.
You do.
But but this is how we are, though. I mean, you got to consume product and then get excited for next product. But like in a good way, because I like this series. Oh, there's children.
Yeah, but they're actually being more quiet than normal.
Yeah, I heard a screen door close. Keeps the screens are nice. Keeps the bugs out.
Yeah.
It's also March, so there's not too many bugs, but yeah, it is. Well, that's what I've been up to, though. And then, like, also, I was watching Shield Hero myself, but we're not going to talk about that right now. It's not the time. That's for later.
Yeah. Surprise tool that help us later.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're going to end this segment, and then we'll see you in the next segment for the Reddit dive.
All right.
Stay tuned. Hi, welcome back to the bakagaijinshow.
Hello.
Yes, little off key, but it's fine. So we forgot to talk about news.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so I'm gonna bring up some things that I want to talk about. We got distracted. We talked about Shonen Jump for half an hour. It happens. Okay? Regularly, frequently, even.
We like Shonen Jump. It's good.
Yeah.
Most of the time.
Games. I like video games, yeah. So I didn't even know this was happening, but apparently now it's not happening, which is that there was going to be an official Owl House branded The Good Witch Azura light novel.
Oh,
but
really?
It has been canceled, according to Dana, because the publisher refused to pay a decent amount for the work. In her words, basically asking people to write a whole damn book for pennies. Every writer we had chose to walk away, and I can't blame them.
Fuck.
We'd still love to do a book or graphic novel. It's a dream for a lot of people on the crew, but we also want to be paid fairly for that time and effort.
I would read a novel of The Good Witch Azura. That would be fun.
Yeah. Well, now you can't. So tough shit.
Yeah, that just fucking sucks. Cause pay your damn writers. Fuck's sake. Jesus Christ. Like, the whole thing with, like, animation writers being paid, shit wages already is a big enough fucking problem. But you're gonna pay them even worse to write a damn novel? Come on!
Yeah. It's not cool, bro.
It really isn't.
Not everyone can be like me and write for nothing. I'm not saying I'm better than everyone else, I'm just implying it very strongly. Just 100% passion, there's no money involved. Yet, hopefully. I don't know, we'll see.
Maybe at some point.
So that's a thing that is not happening anymore.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate. And sad. And frustrating.
Yep.
And I hate it.
Yep. But at least the show's back on the air.
It is!
Come to Disney Plus at some point. I'm hoping at least Molly comes to the new Molly McGee episodes come to Disney Plus next month.
God, that just reminds me of a gag that I saw on YouTube from Molly McGee where, like, what's the name of the ghost?
Scratch.
Yeah, Scratch was, like, yelling at Molly about something, and she just stares at him, and just one eye goes off to the side, and she's like, oh, sorry, I fell asleep standing for a second.
Yeah.
God. So good.
Yeah. It was also announced that Stone Ocean's second core is coming this fall.
It is, and there are people who are mad about that for some reason.
Yeah, the same exact people that complained the first core was rushed are now mad they have to wait for more. I don't think they know how time works.
To be fair, I think their biggest issue is the fact that they had to wait a whole year for more Stone Ocean.
Yeah. Yeah, but, like, this shit takes time,
It does, and the first core clearly had some issues on the production side. Now, they weren't, like, it didn't massively affect the quality of the series, but you could definitely tell that it was struggling a bit in some spots.
Yeah.
And I think the longer lead time is going to help when it finally does release on Netflix. I think the longer lead time is going to result in a much more consistent production.
Yeah. Yeah, and David Productions is taking on a lot of work these days. They got like a 52 episode show they're doing now.
Yep.
Other projects. We can all hope they're secretly working on Fire Force Season 3, but that's fine.
Zeke demands more Fire Force.
Eventually, take your time. Finish what's on your plate first.
Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do.
I would like more Fire Force, please. Please, sir, can I have some more Fire Force?
You're going to eat your JoJo, and you're going to like it.
I gotta wait till fall for dinner. Not a good. Yeah. This analogy fell apart.
Yeah, they're doing like a new season of Cells at Work. They're doing this 2.43 Saiyan high school boys volleyball team anime. They're doing an Ensemble Stars movie.
All kinds of shit.
They're doing for Netflix. They're doing the Spriggan anime.
Yeah, they're also doing the Urusei Yatsura remake, right?
They are, but that's kind of an interesting thing because it's not a consistent like weekly series. It's going to be a series of like one-off special episodes that adapt specific storylines from the manga.
Oh, the strike the blood approach.
Oh god, I am looking forward to the Urusei Yatsura anime, just because I love the manga, and it's gonna be fun seeing some of these stories, animated in modern animation. Also, they gave Lum her blush back. Thank you.
I don't know what that means, but that's good for you. Or I'm sorry that happened.
No, it's good. Rumiko Takahashi's color art typically gives the characters a noticeable blush, and for like every single Takahashi anime, they don't include the blush on the characters. But so like this is the first one that actually does.
Right, yeah. I watched 2 seasons of Rine. I don't remember much blushing.
Yeah, no, they do add the cheek blush to Lum for the new anime, which I really appreciate.
Lums are the things you collect in Rayman.
They are.
I just want to point that out.
Yes. Any other interesting news articles?
Yeah, but I gotta check something real quick, because like I fell off of watching the Shaman King fan subs. I need to see if like the 3rd batch is on Netflix real quick.
Oh, okay. All right.
Shut up. No, stop auto-playing trailers. Why can't I pause the... Yeah, okay, yeah, there I paused it. There you go. Yes, actually, it seems to be.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, I should try to watch that at some point. They're getting to the end now, which means Netflix will probably have the last batch of episodes in like 2 months, maybe 3, maybe 4. I don't know. Netflix is weird. Where's my bone? Where's my bone? Where's the bone? I want bone, damn it.
Bone.
Every time Netflix announces anything, and I'm just sitting there like, bone?
Crumbs, please.
Where's the bone? Where is Jeff Davis's magnum opus Bone?
Where's Bone?
Or no, Jeff Smith. Sorry. Get my Jeff Smith stuff.
We're announcing a new series based on... Okay, but where's Bone?
Yeah, so I should probably catch up on Shaman King. Fill off of fan subs, because fan subs are annoying to keep up with.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Especially when you can't torrent because your ISP hates you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. The ISP. Government's on to me.
Damn it.
Yep. And then the thing to talk about, the news that's making the rounds, I guess. Something nobody had on their 2022 bingo card is Ruby is actually an anime now.
Yeah.
The debate has been settled.
Is Ruby anime? Yes.
I love when after the I love how after the announcement of this, the our anime comments were like, "Remember when saying Ruby got your post auto deleted?" Yeah, I do. It was 15 minutes ago. That's funny.
So fucking good.
But yeah, there's going to be a Shaft Ruby series by Toho Bukata and Gen Urobuchi, with designs by Steins Gate's Huke.
Huke. It's pronounced Huke.
I don't care. This is more fun. It's like puke with an H.
But his designs are not puke.
No, but it's fun to say
good.
Huke. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I also saw the trailer, and man, they going in on this. It looks good, actually.
Yeah. Pretty much most of the shots in the trailer are direct adaptations of shots from Volume 1.
Yeah.
Scenes from Volume 1, rather. Some of the angles are different or whatever. But, like, yeah. But, like, a lot of the promotional stuff, and even the title, Ice and Queendom, I think, is hints at this being some kind of alternate universe where it'll probably diverge from canon at some point.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. These are interesting developments. This is an interesting thing that's happening, especially considering that Volume 9 is still nowhere to be found. I expect we'll get news on that soon, but it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think Volume 8 ended, like, it was like the beginning of the pandemic. So it's been on a longer hiatus than usual because COVID just completely fucked Rooster Teeth's in-house production pipeline.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years now.
Yeah. It's actually interesting that Ice Queendom is happening because pretty famously Rooster Teeth, in 2008, they commissioned a traditionally animated pilot for a Red vs. Blue series. And you can find that on YouTube. It's wherever.
Yeah.
It's a good little short, but like it ultimately fell through because Rooster Teeth didn't want to outsource animation duties.
Okay.
So they wanted full in-house control of that, but now they're just letting Japanese people come and do whatever with their property, and it's interesting that the shift has happened.
I mean, I guess it also kind of helps that Ruby's like very. You told me Ruby is apparently very popular in Japan.
Yeah, why do you sound like you don't believe me?
I'm just saying I don't like. I believe you.
Sure.
I'm just saying that's interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually surprisingly popular, which is part of my theory for why this is even happening.
Yeah, because there's actually an audience for it in Japan.
Yeah. But this is interesting. It's going to have the same Japanese cast as the dub of the show, and it's going to have the same English cast as the normal show.
Yeah.
So very interesting. The one thing that it apparently does not have, which is going to be very weird, is that it probably will. It doesn't seem to have the what the fuck is his name? I keep blanking on his name every time. Sorry, I know his daughter's name better than his. Hold on, let me look. Yeah, it won't have the Jeff Williams music, which is interesting. That's going to be an adjustment.
This is not what I am used to.
Yeah, because the Jeff Williams music, particularly all the all the vocal tracks with his daughter Casey Lee Williams,
yeah,
is very. It really forms the musical backbone of Ruby. Like basically every vocal song in Ruby is performed by Casey Lee Williams.
Yeah.
Composed by her father Jeff. So like it's in not having that, it has like a different composer altogether. I don't remember. I'm gonna look at the staff list real quick. I'm sure ANN probably has it.
Yeah.
ANN has to report on this now. It's officially anime.
They report on Ruby stuff pretty regularly anyway.
Yeah, but it's funny. Yeah, but you ruined my joke. So.
I exist to ruin your life.
The composers for Ice Queendom are Nobuko Toda and Kazuma Jinochi.
Interesting. I don't know who any of those are.
Kazuma Jinochi did the music for Ghost in the Shell SAC 2045.
Okay, alright.
And Ultraman ONA.
Ah, okay.
Uso Shinki Moon Angel.
I don't know.
Not a lot of stuff. Not a lot of stuff.
Like
and
more
then
recent, yeah.
Nobuko Toda did also SAC 2045, also Ultraman. I guess maybe they're a team.
They might be like a duo, yeah.
Yeah. Something called The Case Files of Jeweler Richard.
The fuck?
And then she was also music staff under the name Irone Toda in 1 Week Friends and Sweetness and Lightning. I like one of those things.
Oh, nice.
I can't say I remember the music of 1 Week Friends offhand, though. Not something that stood out to me all that much at the time. That's a show I gotta rewatch at some point, though. But yeah, this is a very interesting development. But yeah, that lack of Jeff Williams is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it's one of those announcements where it's like, we weren't expecting it, but we're not saying we don't like it.
Yeah, especially since we've been so starved of content for a while.
Yeah, this does admittedly, like, for RWBY fans, it does admittedly help to kind of fill the gap of content.
Yeah, which is probably coming to an end anyway, because I have to imagine Volume 9 is airing probably near the end of this year.
It has
also,
to.
Yeah, and also we're getting the Metroidvania collaboration with Arc System Works and Way Forward, RWBY Arrowfell.
Yeah.
Arrowfell or Arrowfall? I remember which.
I believe it's Arrowfell.
Yeah, Arrowfell, which I'm looking forward to because I like me the Metroidvanias.
I know you do.
Yeah, I like me some RWBY and I like me some Metroidvanias. And that's supposed to take place in Volume 7 and be canon. It was in and around the events of Volume 7 and apparently be canon, so that's interesting.
Cool.
Yeah. So really looking forward to, look, I'm just saying, if you put two things I really like together in the same packet, it's kind of like it's kind of like the actually sensible version of the fact that that Overlord is getting a proper Metroidvania soon.
Yeah.
And it focuses on a total side character. It's very interesting.
It's so weird.
Yeah. Everyone I've seen comment on that has just been like, man, that looks really cool and a really good Metroidvania, but this is just fucking weird. Yeah.
It's why this character specifically?
Yeah. The translation of the RWBY designs looks nice. The PV looked good. The involvement of Ubukata and Genrobuchi is fascinating.
Those are really big names in the Japanese industry.
Granted, Urobuchi pretty famous at this point for having his name slapped on things. He's basically the fucking Tim Burton of Japan at this point.
A little. Oh my god, that's a very accurate descriptor.
Yeah. So how much that affects things. Everyone's acting like he's writing it. He's not. It's Ubukata. But yeah, this is very interesting. It airs in summer apparently, which is weird because it's Ice Kingdom or Queendom. But man, Queendom is a word. That's a word only Japanese people could come up with. You know what I mean? It's just one of those alterations or combinations of words that only foreigners would actually come up with.
Well, if it's a kingdom, but it's run by a queen, then clearly.
That's a good question historically. I don't know if that's ever actually been the case though. Is they don't call it the United Queendom, do they? That sounds like a pain in the ass. You'd have to to be fair, they live with how long the queens lived. I mean, I guess I'd say you'd have to I was gonna say you'd have to change a lot of signs, but I guess they haven't had to change signs in a while. But they might have to very soon. Queen's not doing so hot.
So we hear.
Yeah. Latest news, she's finding it hard to walk. So that's fine. She's fine, right?
There's no problems here. It's okay. It's fine.
This is fine.
Even British people are making fun of the fact that the Queen's probably fucking dying.
Probably. I mean, you gotta at some point. for now. Advent of transhumanism pending. Unfortunately, I don't think the Queen's gonna make it that long. I'm just throwing that out there.
Probably.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm gonna be honest. I think. I don't know if cell rejuvenation is gonna happen in the next. 3 weeks.
3 weeks
Probably
to
not.
a month.
Do you think the Queen is gonna be dead by the time this show airs?
If she is, this is going to be very, very weird.
Yeah. Now
Watch as the news breaks as I am in the process of rendering this, and then I have to stop rendering and add a fucking note.
I was talking about Ruby Ice Queendom. I didn't know. I understand how that phrasing made it. This show.
Okay.
No, I think she'll be fine when this episode airs.
Okay.
When this anime airs in the summer, that's a different story.
Yeah, that's a different thing entirely.
This has got to be the year, right? This has got to be the year the Queen dies.
It's gotta happen. It's gotta be. It's got to be, because this year already took Betty White from us, so now it's going to take the other old lady that looks kind of like her. No. 2021 took Betty White from us.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it? I thought it was January.
No,
that was really early January.
That was end of the new year. But like right before the new year.
Right, yeah.
I remember because I was in a damn hotel for that.
Yeah, you really make note of when you're in hotels, don't you?
Well, yes, because it doesn't happen often.
Yeah. That's what I was getting. Yeah. Why are you arguing with me? I'm correct.
I'm not arguing.
What I find really I'm sorry, this is just a note about the ANN page about Ice Queendom, but I find it funny that Lindsay Jones has a hyperlink to her page, but Saori Hayami doesn't.
I think Saori Hayami is a little more
relevant to the field of anime, just a little bit.
A little more high profile.
just a little bit. I think they probably I know she has a page. They probably just forgot to put a hyperlink. Probably just forgot it,
yeah.
Yeah, because all the other Japanese people do. So, I want to get on that. I'm not going to tell them to do that, but probably should.
God, that just reminds me of when ANN was trying to when ANN was trying to report on new seasons of Voltron back when that was airing, and they kept putting in the credit of Neil Kaplan, played by Zarkon.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of my favorite ANN gaffes, to the point where Neil Kaplan actually got onto them to fix it. They fixed it, and then they proceeded to make the exact same fucking mistake in their next Voltron article.
Ooh.
It's funny that we went out of our way to say that ANN has gotten better, and then they proceeded to hire Mother's Basement onto their review team.
I don't know if they hired him. Did they hire him, or I thought he was just a guest.
I think he might just be a guest, but
yeah, it's true.
Come on, associating
with Mother's Basement. That's pretty cringe, bro.
It's pretty cringe, bro. I know, man. That's pretty cringe.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to cancel the guy. I just opinion. No, I don't think he's problematic. I just think he has shit opinions about everything.
I just don't think he's a very good critic.
I just think he's an embarrassment to the field of animation, frankly.
Yeah, he's not great. He is not great.
Pretty cringe, bro. Pretty cringe. That's a 50 DKP minus right there. You're not going to be getting that raid loot.
Sorry, Jeff.
Yep. Big ups to probably the one person listening who will get that. Not going to explain it. It's not happening.
You know who you are.
Mm-hmm. 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 But yeah, that's all the news I can think of.
Okay.
Unless you
Okay.
got news. Do you got news? Do you got news? You got news?
I don't got news.
Once again, Kevin not doing his job.
Shut up.
When we get any news, we said you were talking about news. We're not talking about news. Then it doesn't bring any news.
You said you wanted to talk about news.
I did talk about news. If you want news so much, why don't you bring some news? You're like the
I'm
guy
not the one
who's
who
like,
wanted news.
you're like the
You
guy.
said.
You're like, no, you keep telling me about the news. Yeah. You're like the guy who's just like, man, we should have a picnic. We should have a potluck, and then they don't bring anything.
No, I bring things. I bring the potato salad. I bring the fucking
I don't like potato
snacks.
salad. I don't like potato salad.
Well, some people do.
Nobody at my potluck is gonna like potatoes. Nobody. If you like potato salad, you are officially uninvited to my potluck.
Okay, fair. Okay, to be fair, out of the many potato salads I've had in my life, I have liked maybe one or two of them.
Did it take 3 days to make that?
It might have taken 3 days. I don't know.
3 days.
3 days.
On the other hand, if there's shit at the potluck I don't like, that might distract and fill up people so that there's more of the things I like for me, though. So, competitive potlucking.
Competitive potluck. The potluck meta.
Competitive potlucking, I think, would be a great idea for a Food Network show, and I think I should be put in charge of that. I will create competitive potlucking for the Food Network. Just reach out.
Zeke just being like, hey yo, Food Network, hit me up.
bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. Waiting for your email, Food Network. I mean, that sounds like a good reality show idea. Do you not agree?
It might be. It might be.
I mean, we'll have to make it and see. So, I mean, in that case, you should email me, Food Network. I'm just saying. There's no way to know until it happens.
Give me like $100,000. I'll make it work.
Yeah, yeah. Kevin, that's like, I guess that's enough for a pilot. But like, yeah, you look, you'll never know until you try, and the only way to try. Stop looking at your contact list. Look at our contact list. Food Network. Email us. bakagaijinshow@gmail.com.
We're giving the real ideas.
Yeah, we want to make the competitive potlucking show you don't even know that you need. Look, television's failing. Cable, it's on the way out.
It's a dying breed.
You need innovation. You need fresh, new millennial ideas. So come to us, the weebs, on the internet for the cooking show. Potluck show, competitive potlucking.
Competitive potlucking.
We'll workshop the title. It's got to be some kind of pun, right?
I don't know.
Potluck of the Irish. Potlucky Star.
No, that's infringing on copyright.
And the only people who can defend us from that is your Food Network lawyers. So email us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. We can get this sorted. We can get this all. Don't look into our credentials. Don't look into anything. You don't need to know anything. Just don't even listen to the rest of this episode. Email us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. Get in touch. Get your people to talk to our people. Our people are us. It's just us. We don't have a team. Kevin, are you ready for the Reddit dive?
I'm ready for the Reddit dive. Let's fucking go, baby.
All right. You know what time it is. It's the Reddit dive. This is where we read Reddit posts and evaluate them. Let's start with the good old-fashioned classic, the staple, the white bread of Reddit posts, the Ita.
Of course.
You know what it is.
It always begins with a good old-fashioned Ita.
I feel like sometimes it hasn't. It's not like a thing, but like
It's a pretty consistent thing.
It's statistically likely, but I don't think that's ever been a thing I did on purpose.
Yeah. It just kind of happens.
Am I the asshole for telling my brother that he's just an experiment?
Whoa. Okay.
What kind of mad scientist shit are we getting into?
Let's find out.
I, 22 female, and my brother, 20 male, are attending different colleges, but they're both in the same city. I'm classmates with this guy, 22M, let's call him quote-unquote David. He's really handsome, fit, and smart. Tell us how you really feel. But also, quiet the player. I'm assuming that's quite. Most of my female friends have had one-night stands with him, and there are rumors going around about him sleeping with half the college, including some of the teachers.
Oh, lovely.
Look, he's 22. He can do what he wants. So imagine my surprise when I found out that my brother started dating him. Yeah, he hasn't kept it a secret, and he's bi, and he experimented with guys before, but I seriously didn't expect that my brother of all people to be his type. I seriously thought they were going to break up pretty fast, as David doesn't seem like the type to settle down easily. But surprisingly, him and my brother are still together over half a year. Okay, they typed half an year, and that's not how. Look, okay, you put "an" before vowels, but not "y." Okay, "y" is only sometimes a vowel. It's not a vowel here.
Yeah.
So don't. It's not "an year." That half an year makes you sound stupid. Don't do that.
They've been together for half an year.
This has been your grammar lesson of the podcast. And my brother has become really annoying during this period. Pretty much all he's doing now is gush about David. Act like he's the best thing since sliced bread. Not to mention how he's following him around like a puppy wherever they go to an event. So he's in love?
Yeah, like, cool, awesome, great. Baller.
Yesterday was my brother's birthday, and he once again kept praising David, this time about his cooking skills. Apparently he made him a special dinner and birthday cake, which I said that seemed cheap. And it's kind of worrying that his own boyfriend...
Oh, how cheap. You went out of your way to make something entirely from scratch by hand for your... Girl, what the fuck?
Kevin, they're robbing corporations of their well-deserved money. And it's kind of worrying that his own boyfriend doesn't want to spend money on him. My brother intervened and said that he never really liked the material gifts for his birthday, and he's so glad that David picked up on that and was willing to put so much effort to make his birthday truly special, which really made him hopeful about their future together. I, however... My opinion, the only one that matters, is that I wasn't impressed and told my brother that he should hold his horses and that quote-unquote David isn't the type to settle down. He's probably just an experiment to him. My brother asked me what the hell I was talking about, and I told him how he used to sleep with pretty much everyone in the college before they started dating, and that there are even rumors about him sleeping with teachers just to keep his grades high. And considering that his grades haven't lowered since they started dating, I'd be on my guard around him if I was in his place. My brother went silent and pretty much stopped talking to me for the rest of the day, but at night I got a message from quote-unquote David telling me to stop spreading quote-unquote fake rumors about him and trying to stop trying to sabotage his relationship with my brother. However, I don't really think I was doing any of that. All I did was warn my brother about the possibility of getting misled by quote-unquote David down the line, but quote-unquote David doesn't see things that way and thinks I'm actively trying to sabotage them. Am I the asshole for expressing my concerns to my brother?
I don't know, are you? I think you can answer this yourself, you fucking dip. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
That would require some,
self-awareness.
Yeah. Not known on Ita.
Like, okay, so the thing is, here's the thing. They've been together consistently for 6 months. Already, that's a good sign, actually. And it's clear that the two of them get along great. They think very highly of each other. 2, very fucking presumptuous and also stupid of you to think that making a homemade dinner is cheap and, it means that, he's just trying to cheap out and he doesn't, really love you.
That is some capitalism brain rot right there.
It really is, and
it reminds me of one of my favorite Rick and Morty rants, where at the end of the episode where Morty buys the story train, and Rick just goes, "Merchandise, Morty. Your only purpose in life is to buy and consume merchandise, and you did it. You went into a store, an actual honest-to-God store, and you bought something." With money. You didn't ask questions or raise ethical complaints. You looked straight into the bleeding jaws of capitalism and said, "Yes, Daddy, please." And I'm so proud of you. I only wish you could have bought more. I I love buying things so much, Morty.
This is that. But like, even then, your brother made it very clear that he doesn't like the capitalistic gifts.
Yeah.
So like, it works better for the brother that, like, David, quote unquote, made like a homemade meal and whatever the fuck. Like that's time, that's effort, that's blood, sweat, and tears being put into that. Like, come on.
Top comment: you're the asshole. You are disturbingly involved in this guy's sex life.
Weirdly, yeah. Like you are like. I'm thinking that a lot of the rumors are probably false.
Even if they're true, it's something.
Yeah.
Lotus Eater 123 puts forth a compelling theory. She was waiting for him to notice her. Sad.
Oh God.
It appears OP is just jealous her brother caught the other guy's attention before she did. He could have been sleeping around because he was not finding what he wanted. Not that his sex life needs to be a concern of OP. The real problem here, this guy sleeps with everyone in the college except OP.
Oh, we're really putting on our tinfoil hats for this one.
OP is a fucking jellyfish. That's for sure.
Woo!
Maybe not, but like that's a compelling theory.
Especially
for how weirdly obsessed she is with this guy. She doesn't really know his sex life.
Very bizarrely, yeah.
A lot of comments are heading in this direction. You're the asshole and a big one at that. Just admit that you're jealous your brother got the guy and you didn't. Clearly this quote-unquote David guy likes your brother a lot to stay with him this long and put in an effort for his birthday. Apologize to your brother and stop being a sour lemon. I immediately thought this had to be rooted in jealousy and biphobia.
It might be. It might be.
Casual biphobia.
Like, damn girl. Fucking get over yourself, damn.
Yep. Alright. Speaking of getting over oneself, why don't you read this one?
Getting Over It by Bennett Foddy?
No.
Okay.
No, but it's in the title of the thing, so I'm making like a transition, a segue, as you were.
Am I the asshole for telling my daughter to get over herself? My husband said to post this here because he likes to read the sub, and I think people here give good opinions. I don't know.
No, but the people who read it out on the this podcast give great opinions.
I'm 50 female, daughter is 26 female. She is getting a PhD and is the first in our family to go to college, let alone grad school.
Yeah, good for her, getting that pretty huge dick.
We've been... I think that's a different PhD.
Ninja Brian wouldn't lie to me.
We were talking on FaceTime and she mentioned she was meeting with an advisor to talk about submitting an application for a grant to go to Germany for 2 weeks in the summer. I said it sounded...
Germany, eat the sausage and lederhosen.
I said it sounded awesome, especially since I am half German, making her part German as well, and that I've always wanted to see Germany, so maybe I could come out with her and make it a girls' trip. She said that it's not a vacation. If I go, I'm going to be teaching and researching and networking the entire time I'm there.
Networking.
Oh God, it's one of these people.
I'm going to be teaching and researching and networking the entire time I'm there.
I see exactly where this is going.
I see London. I see France. I see OP's underpants.
I said she can do that during the weekdays and we can go out to dinner in the evenings and then go sightseeing on the weekends. She said it's already a very cramped amount of time. 2 weeks in Europe? Yes, 2 weeks in Europe. Europe is cramped. Fuck you. And that she wants to spend her free time networking with other academics there and making connections at the quote-unquote academics at the university. I said I'm happy to also meet the academics. And she said it wouldn't work like that, and she'd look childish bringing a parent to all of the events with her. She's 26, to be fair.
Is this code for liberals? I'm curious.
At this point, I was feeling completely tossed aside, like I'm not good enough to be around her academic life and academic friend. Bitch, you're 50! Bitch, you're 50! Like, she would be embarrassed to have me around. She's 26! So I said, you need to get over yourself and quick, because all of these academics aren't going to be the only people you meet, and not everyone loves her unconditionally to put up with such annoying and elitist talk. She just said, okay, and hung up.
Oh!
Alright. Boop.
Chad move.
My husband was upset with me because now she's being short with us, but I know he's also annoyed at her constantly going to all these research trips and conventions, a Hawaii trip, a Seattle trip, a DC trip, and whenever we say we want to come with her, and we're not even expected to be paid for, we'd pay for it ourselves. She said she won't have time, completely blowing us off. So since my husband apparently now thinks I'm an a-hole, and my daughter clearly does, I figured I'd ask here. You are so entitled.
Kevin, I think, you know what I think? You know what I think, Kevin?
What do you think?
I think we got ourselves a boomer!
Boomer!
Boomer alert!
No unicorn poo for you says, you're the asshole, all caps, your daughter is not going on vacation. Get that through your head. Take your own advice and get over it. You're not entitled to go on these trips. Amanda Flash adds, I wonder who's going to tell mommy and daddy that if she intends to teach in academia, that is her life now. Research, networking, publishing, looking for a tenured track position. It all means travel and being hyper-focused on what she has in front of her. A PhD is a lifelong learner. OP, you're the asshole. You and your husband are not owed a travel companion. How about you and your husband travel, make friends, and stop trying to be friends with your kid? You're her parents. You won't be vacationing with her. She isn't 12. Keep this up, and you'll hear from her less and less. Pretty much, you gotta let your kid live their life, their professional life, do what they gotta do, and not be hovering over them thinking that you're entitled to their life, because you're not. This is a problem that I see with a lot of older parents, boomer parents.
Boomers?
They're so focused on, being the parent, being involved in their children's life, and, I can't leave my baby alone in the cold, harsh world, or whatever the fuck. And they start becoming entitled, thinking that they need to be involved in every element of their kid's life, and it's... And
I don't even know if it's that so much as these people just want a free excuse to vacation.
They might. That is entirely possible. I'm saying it tends to begin with that, and it just becomes just general jealousy, general entitlement, and it just kind of snowballs out of control to the point where we get someone like OP here. Like, I see it a lot. It's very common. You're the asshole, OP.
Oh. Yeah. It's time for a medium Tifu.
The wild, wild west of Tifus.
It could be anything.
I don't know. It's been pretty consistently, reasonably medium for the last few we've done, so... We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Today's specimen, medium Tifu. Today I fucked up by laughing after a guy got his arm ripped off at work.
Whoa! Whoa!
Gore warning.
Clearly.
Or as we call in the business, a gorning.
Gorning.
Well, this is gonna be a rough one. I'm still reeling from the shock of this whole ordeal. I work in a factory with a large number of large machines and such, and in any one day we have numerous accidents. Not due to equipment failure, more so lack of attention put to the actual jobs themselves, so it's not unusual to see someone's hand ripped or bloody from accidents by running it through the metal planer, but anyway. There's probably 12 guys on the night shift crew, which is the first mistake
Hold
here.
up a
That
second,
number
Logan.
is...
Hold up. Oh, sorry, nope.
Okay.
Hold on. Hey! Quiet down! My bad. Continue.
There's probably 12 guys on the night shift crew, which is the first mistake here. That number is drastically low. This is an 8,000 square foot factory, and 12 guys, including myself, run it all and train new hires. Key detail. Well, tonight of all nights, we had 3 guys call out, and I have to train a new hire, only having been there a month myself. Another fuck up. So, we're horrendously understaffed for a system that runs incredibly fast, and on top of all that, I have probably one of the most unaware and idiotic people I've ever met, When I tell you this guy probably would have eaten rocks if I told him they tasted good. He would have. We get maybe an hour into the shift as I'm training him, and I work with a very large system of presses, metal presses with belts that run them. The belts are between 2100 and 3000 RPMs. That's rotations per minute. So as we work, he's helping me. I'm giving this guy the simplest tasks possible to avoid an accident. Fucking lol. That's what he wrote. Then one of the supers comes in. I'm assuming that means supervisor.
Yeah.
Comes in and finally gives me a rundown. In the 30 or so seconds we were talking, this new hire walks over to the belts, and I believe he tried to grab a piece of cloth or something behind it. Failing to realize the machine is running, grabs the cloth, and as he's pulling it out, the cloth catches on the belt and rips his arm off. Like clean tear about mid-bicep.
Oh.
I immediately rip me belt off and wrap it as tight as I can around this dude's arm to stop him from bleeding out. We already wear gloves to do our job, so I wasn't worried about disease or whatever.
Yeah.
I call codes over the radio and everyone runs over. Now, here's what the really fucked up part happens. All this guy could think about was gas prices. I'm gonna have to stop working, and gas prices are gonna kill me! Well, this supervisor that I was talking to comes over, and he kicks the dude's now severed arm and says, well, gas is really costing people an arm and a leg now. And at this point...
That is so out of pocket! What the fuck?
Well, gas is really costing people an arm and a leg now. And at this point... I'm so fucking nervous, I just burst out laughing. I don't know what came over me, but I just started hysterically laughing.
This cannot be real.
I am sitting here holding this dude's arm, belt around it, my feet on either side of the belt, pushing to get as much force in that artery as possible, laughing like a psycho, and lo and behold, the plant manager comes around. Absolutely pissed because he only heard me laughing and walks around to that fucking scene. So I'm probably fucked. They sent everyone home on a paid day off. I'm on administrative leave until further notice. The guy made it to the hospital in okay condition, all things considered, I was told.
Oh my god. This can't be real. This cannot be real.
Edit. To those of you who are saying, how does this keep happening? This is America. It happens daily, especially if OSHA investigations aren't keep up. People get paid off, and unless someone dies, it doesn't get reported. Most accidents don't even get hospital visits, if that says anything. Edit 2, I'll be filing a report with OSHA, and they're saying I need to get out. Although I don't like most of the guys I work with, I'll stay for 2 reasons. I have a fairly safe job, and if more shit like this happens while the report goes, they're gonna need someone to play medic, no. 3, whoever gave a deceased award, I like your style. 4, no, the arm was not reattached.
Yeah, no, there's no way. Yeah, no. Like if that arm comes all the way off, like that's kind of gone now.
No, to be fair, the medium part applies to OP, not the guy who lost his arm.
Yeah, no, like OP definitely had a medium fuck up. The other guy had a huge fuck up.
Yeah, that's an extra large fuck up right there.
Woo! That one was fun. That was interesting. God, that cannot be real though. Like, guys are really costing people an arm and a leg these days. Am I right? Kicks the arm. Come on.
I don't know, man. This is America.
This is America.
Yeah.
Bro got you slipping on.
Although, there is a conspiracy theory here.
Oh.
Someone points out, I call bullshit on this.
Oh.
According to OP's post history, 2 months ago they were stationed in Japan with the military with 6 months left to go. How are they now stateside again working in a factory? They claim amputations happen all the time, but if this were true, this would have to be the most non-compliant ocean nightmare of a factory that ever existed. Others have pointed out that this is not in fact common in the industrial sector in America, and management would be rightly shitting themselves over an accident like this, and not paying people not to go to the hospital when accidents happen. I don't think this is real.
I call bullshit. Yeah, no, it sounds like just like a creative writing exercise, honestly. But
you really think someone would do that? Just go on the internet and tell lies? Someone said, agreed. This is not common. This is not common at all in America. In my 2 decades of factory work, I've only seen something like this 4 or 5 times at mine.
You see this a lot? 11 times, as a matter of fact.
Is 4 a lot? Depends. Dollars? No. OSHA violating accidents? Yes.
Yes. Am I the asshole for laughing at my coworker for getting his arm ripped off?
No, it wasn't an Aito. It was a Tifu.
I know. Still, fuck.
Not the. I mean, even if he was not the asshole, though. I mean, that you cannot predict how your body. First of all, this isn't real. But even if it was,
yeah,
you can't predict how your body reacts to traumatic experiences. Like laughing hysterically is actually pretty common.
It happens. It does. Yeah.
Anyway, read this one. You stupid fuck.
Shut up. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay for my daughter's wedding, even if I promised to?
All right, so we're not off to a great start.
Broken promises. My 39 male daughter, 21 female, is going to get married this year since is going to get married this June since she was a little girl. I promised to pay for her wedding, but something happened 2 days ago that made me change my mind.
The background.
My ex-wife and I had our daughter at a very young age, 18. We got married. After 6 years of marriage, I could find myself and come out to my wife. She understood, and we had a very amicable divorce and split custody. My daughter was always daddy's girl, and always got along with my partner, 38 male of 14 years. She is planning her wedding, as I was paying for it, and let me know a few things she wanted for her special day. Since their future in-laws are so conservative and religious, my husband is not allowed to attend the wedding. I said, okay, it's your day. My son, 2, can't attend either. No, it's not going to be a child-free wedding. 3, I can't talk about my lifestyle because she doesn't want to make her in-laws uncomfortable. Therefore, I told her that if her in-laws are so important, then she should pay for the wedding. They should pay for the wedding. She got mad at me and called me a child, and said that if I keep on with this attitude, she'll ask for her father-in-law to walk her down the aisle. Then I said, fine, if my family isn't welcome and I'm excluded, I'm not paying for the wedding. She was furious and said I was being selfish, picking favorites and not thinking about her at all. She complains that they can't afford the wedding since they are both too young and reminded me it was a promise I made. Everyone, including her mom, is calling me selfish, so am I the asshole here? No, you're really not, honestly, because, you make really good points here. She's actively trying to involve you as little as possible just for, the comfortability of her in-laws who wouldn't like you anyway. So, at that point, just have the in-laws pay for it, honestly, because it's more about them and their family than it is about you and your family. And I think your daughter is poorly prioritizing here in terms of, making sure which people are comfortable. She's bowing down to bigotry, is what she's doing. And that's never a good thing. Because if you do it once, you're going to be forced to do it for the rest of your relationship. And that is not good for any kind of healthy family dynamic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think you actually made a reasonable request there. And it seems that... oh boy. Yeah, it seems Reddit agrees. Fool me once, shame on you, says, oh, sweetie, the moment your daughter told you that your partner was not welcome at her wedding because of her homophobic in-laws, you became absolutely not the asshole. You are not required to pay for an event, not even your daughter's wedding, not even if once upon a time you promised her you would, at which your life partner, the man you love, the father of your own other child, and a man who has never done anything to hurt or betray your daughter in any way, most importantly, is not welcome to stand by your side as a welcome member of your family, period. As others have noted, your daughter is choosing to prioritize her future in-laws over you, whilst prioritizing your money over valuing you as her dad and a human being with feelings. I'm so sorry. I am ashamed of her on your behalf. She should be terribly ashamed of herself. I wonder if she could even articulate to you why her in-laws' feelings are more important than yours or your husband's. Either way, you have been more than gracious, and she has behaved terribly. Most importantly of all, perhaps she might want to consider why she keeps insisting that this is about her and you're not thinking of her, which implies that it is not her in-laws who are at the heart of keeping her stepdad and half-brother out of the wedding, but her. And all the more reason not to pay. You are not the asshole, and I'm sorry that your own child has turned out to be so heartless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the asshole.
Yeah, not the asshole. I think that's a pretty cut and dry situation. Oy.
Alright. This one is a post from R. True Off My Chest, the place for confessing.
Ooh, that's new.
A place to get personal things off your chest. Not for opinions, not for relationship advice, not for preaching. Just confessions.
SpongeBob, you're not going to feel better until you get this thing off your chest. He just pulls off an alien.
Confession time. My dad is furious that my mom slept with other people in an open marriage that he wanted.
Huh. Okay.
My parents got married when they were super young. My dad knocked up my mom and their parents married them off. My grandfather was able to set up some business for my dad in a big city and they moved here soon after my birth. My mother grew up in a conservative southern town where she was taught to be a submissive wife, and even after moving to the big city, she didn't spend much time socializing. She had no friends and never went out. My dad was only there to provide for us. He was always away on business. He wasn't there as a husband for my mother or a father for me. My dad made a lot of money, so we never lacked anything. Growing up, I became my mom's best friend. We would talk about everything. I pushed her to make friends and to find hobbies. After years of pushing, she started going to a nearby park and made her first friend, a gym trainer. Encouraged by her friend and me, she decided to join the gym. She met a few more people there and started having some semblance of a social life, but she still continued to tell me everything. I think my dad's new secretary gave him the idea, but he asked my mom for an open marriage almost a year ago. He told her he wasn't happy in their marriage and that she wasn't providing him with everything he wanted. My mom, who's a Christian wife, was mortified and told me about the proposal in tears. I suggested she get a divorce, but she said she didn't believe in it, and she wouldn't be the one to end their marriage. As my dad pushed, I knew exactly where this would end up if my mother agreed. Her friend and I convinced her. My mom was hesitant at first, but she agreed with the condition that they would be completely transparent with each other. My dad was a middle-aged, age 41 man with a belly, and my mom, 39, was an athletic woman who worked out regularly. I'm a 22-year-old woman, by the way.
Okay.
I don't know how my dad was so blind or what he thought would happen. I helped create online dating profiles for my mother almost 6 months ago. After getting an insane number of matches, choosing from them and chatting with them for months, my mom started hooking up with a few people. Getting all this attention has provided a massive boost to her confidence, and she seems better for it. My dad hooked up with his secretary almost immediately. He's had very little luck with other ladies. With the transparency thing, my mother tells him about all her hookups. A few weeks ago, my dad screamed at my mother for some minor thing. Usually mom would have just apologized, but with her new confidence, she didn't back down. It's been constant fights the last few weeks. My dad keeps starting fights by making snide remarks about my mother's clothing or appearance. He almost even called my mother a whore, but stopped himself.
Ooh.
I think open marriage finally sunk in for him. My mom told me he tried to have a conversation about stopping their open marriage, but she immediately shut it down. I think they're going to split up. My dad was never there for either of us, but the thought of my parents splitting up still feels weird. I don't feel bad for him, but I wish he put effort into his family. I'm happy for my mom, though.
Yeah, I'm glad that your mom is in a better position now than she was before and actually is able to stand up to this jerk-ass. And I say that because it is very clear that this man has some deep-seated issues that he's not dealing with, and he is taking it out unfairly on his family. And I'm willing to bet it is partially his fault that the marriage fell apart. It just seems like he is not the kind of person that should be in that kind of a committed relationship because he doesn't have the emotional maturity that is required for a committed relationship like that. And it seems to me that he thought the open relationship would, spice things up and, liven both of them up. But then he realized that it gave his wife a lot more confidence, and it made him realize, Wait, I'm the reason this marriage failed. Oh no, I should do something about that. And he went about it completely the wrong way because he's a man-child.
Somebody writes here, VG Schadenfreude, who I'm betting is really enjoying this post.
Oh,
the whole
absolutely.
Yeah, this is some grade A Schadenfreude. The whole point of polyamory is trust and open communication for everyone involved. Every person in the pod has to consent to including any new person.
Yep.
He wanted to be able to sleep around with whoever he wanted and never answer to anyone, while still expecting his primary wife to attend to all of his needs, keeping house, tracking bills and appointments, providing him with emotional labor, providing him with offspring, and doing all the work involved in raising them, etc. He didn't want her to enjoy any of the benefits of an open marriage because he never saw her as an actual person. She was never more than a combination maid and broodmare in his eyes. An object to be controlled by him. Now that he's no longer in control, he's losing his shit.
This sounds like a good old-fashioned abusive relationship.
This might be going a bit far for what's written, but, I mean, I'm not going to say they're wrong.
Yeah.
And more succinctly, Squirrel Bowl writes, he fucked around and found out, and my
literally fucked around and found out.
No. To which My Little Metroid replies, lots of finding out, very little fucking around.
Woo!
That post has like 15 awards.
Good job.
So yeah, I just want to read that.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah. Why don't you read this one?
Ooh, fun. Am I the asshole for asking my friend not to name her cat after a criminal?
Depends. How smooth is the criminal?
My 21 female roommate, Ollie, rescued a cat a few weeks ago. It is her cat, but I help with taking care of her. We've compiled a list of potential names for the cat. She's orange, so a lot of the names are themed around her color. One of them is Orange Juice. Allie wants to name this cat Orange Juice and call her OJ for short. I don't think that's a good idea because of OJ Simpson.
White woman spotted!
White woman spotted!
White woman spotted.
Ollie thinks it's the best name ever, and since the cat is an escape artist, then she wants to be able to say, the juice is loose.
That's all the motivation I need.
I told her that I think it's a bad name, and I don't want her naming the cat that. She got mad at me and said I have no say in the naming process of her cat. I think she shouldn't name her that because I am still around the cat. I still have to live with the cat and don't want a cat named after a criminal. Am I the asshole for asking her to name it something else? Yes? You're the one who made the leap to O.J. Simpson. Top comment. You're the asshole for your request, and you're also wrong. The name is mega cute, and I doubt a single other person will connect it to O.J. Simpson. Also, you don't get to name things that you are around. That logic is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I stand corrected on people connecting it to O.J. Simpson, but I'm retaining my judgment for the other reasons.
Nah, some boomer is just like, I remember, I don't think about it.
Normal cat. If I fits, I sits. OJ cat. If the box does not fits, you must acquits. OJ stood for orange juice before the other guy came along, and it's not like anyone stopped using OJ as an acronym for orange juice since then. You're the asshole, sorry. Come on, the juice is loose. That's hilarious. I love that. Just call up your friend. The juice is loose.
Alright, so yes, you are the asshole.
Yes, yep, pretty clearly.
Am I the asshole for saying, I don't even know you, when a lady was pestering me about guacamole?
Probably not.
I like to cook / bake / make food. A lot of times I'll give some to my friends, otherwise I'm eating it forever. A while back I was on a guacamole kick. When avocados were on sale, I'd buy a bunch and make guacamole. Over the weekend, I was out with some friends. My friend, quote unquote, Natalie, brought her friend, quote unquote, Ray, who I've never met before, along. Somehow we started talking about Mexican food, and a different friend said that I make really good guacamole. Quote unquote, Ray said, "Oh, I love guacamole. Maybe I'll get to try some someday." I just shrugged and said, "Yeah, maybe," because I had zero intention on giving her any, but I was trying to be nice. Oh, Ray's a female. Okay.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's not even like it's like Ray. Okay, sure. Never
All
seen
right.
it.
You know, whatever.
I mean, it's not as bad as people naming girls Ryan for some reason. I don't know why.
Ryan.
That's like a trend I'm noticing in the last like 10 years. Girls named
Yeah.
Ryan. What's up with that? What's up with that? I don't get it. Anyway, so we were watching basketball, and quote unquote Ray brings it up again. Well, when do you think you're going to be making some guac again? I said, I don't know. It all depends on the avocado prices. And she just said, oh, okay, or something. That's when I was leaving. And I said goodbye to everyone, quote unquote. Ray said, hey, let me know when you want to meet up so I can get some of that guacamole. And I said, dude, I don't even know you. It's not like I make it only to order. I only give it away to friends if there's extra. She didn't really say anything, and I left. Today, quote unquote Natalie texted me and said I was unnecessarily rude, and quote unquote Ray was just trying to be nice and friendly and get to know me. I said it's not friendly to keep trying to badger someone into giving you free food. She said that I should have been nicer about it instead of snapping. I tried being nice, and quote unquote Ray wouldn't take a hint. I've had people like her message me on social media wanting something, and I could totally see her doing that. Am I the asshole?
No. She was trying to. She was just trying to get shit from you for free. And yes. I think that's pretty clear. So, no, you're not the asshole. Also, you're funny. Yeah. I don't even know you.
Top comment from the Exalted Noob. No assholes here, but poor communication. If you're asked about something and respond vaguely positive, how would the other person know you actually meant no?
Also true. I can't even say that there's necessarily no assholes here, because, like, it's still really presumptuous of this person to just assume that they are, like, going to be given guacamole because they talked to this person, like, one time and mentioned, oh, I also like guacamole. I wish I could try some.
You gotta get connected. You gotta get that guacamole supplier on fleek.
like that was really presumptuous of them, and, like, come on, don't do that to people. People don't owe you shit.
Yeah.
So like, I can't even say that. I can't even agree with the no assholes here thing, because, like, there pretty clearly was one. A little bit of an ass, like, not a massive, piece of shit.
This is so, just, I don't know, this is so fucking mundane, I can't call it asshole behavior. I feel like it is disrespectful to assholes.
Yeah, admittedly, it's pretty petty.
To the term, yeah. Alright. Did you read? No, I read that one. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. You, Kevin, read this one.
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Am I the asshole for telling him to move back to the pig pen he came from? I hit a breaking point last night. My fiance comes from filth. His whole family is absolutely disgusting in a sense that they can be surrounded by garbage and still think it's normal. His family home, which has been given to his sister, has an entire garage that is currently being used as a dumpster. And every single corner of her home is packed up tighter than a bull's ass with nothing but clutter, dog hair, and dead mice. You cannot see the floors in any of the 8 rooms this home has. It's not a hoarding issue. It's an I don't want to clean issue. So this is what he's used to. I claim that I have been bullshitted because when my fiance and I got into a place, he was exhibiting signs of a clean person. Exhibiting signs of a clean person.
That's a sentence.
What a way to put it. As in always clean up after himself, and our home never looked even remotely close to that of his family home, and he did help me clean frequently. Like I said, I have now hit a breaking point, and I'm pretty certain he only did this to make me think he was better than that. Wait a minute, wait. Okay. In the past year, he has done the dishes twice. He has cleaned once. If he cooks, which is incredibly rare, he leaves everything he uses out on the table. Full milk jugs, butter, cheese, etc. And dirties every pan in the house. I have brought it up several times. I'm not a fucking maid. I shouldn't have to put things away that he fails to put away after using. Even if he makes himself cereal, he will still leave both the cereal and the milk out on the counter versus walking 5 steps to put it away. He will take his dirty clothes off and kick them over by our dresser versus putting them in the camper behind him. I think they meant hamper.
Yeah. Unless there's just a full RV in the room.
Just open up the RV that's parked in the corner.
It reminds me of a Family Guy bit where Peter's going around shocking everyone with his full body like pajama suit.
Yeah.
And where? Yes, I'm in here, Lois. But where? He's like, well, I've never seen that military bunker before, so I'm going to assume that. Yeah, it could be, Lois. Could be. But I could also be in that 1940s newsstand. Peter, how did you get all this? And then he just comes running out of the closet, and he's like, I was in the closet, Lois. Decoys.
So he will leave his dirty clothes in the bathroom for weeks until I finally cave and do the cleaning myself. When I mention how trashed the house is, he says it isn't even that bad. When I get pissed and start rage cleaning, he makes comments asking me to calm down. Other than this, the man is great. Treats me great, loves me unconditionally. So last night I woke up around 1 a.m. and found milk on the counter again. At this point it was warm, so I assumed it had been there for hours. I lost it. I was so tired of telling him to pick up after himself that I told him to go move back into the pig pen that he came from. It wasn't just the milk. It was also all of his clothing bags and travel bags that were strewn all over the kitchen, as well as finding the dog had been left out of the kennel and got into the garbage, and the cat had dragged his dirty clothing from the bathroom into her litter box. It says litter box, but it's supposed to be litter box.
Litter box.
He says I'm acting irrationally, and he simply forgets because he has ADHD. Undiagnosed, so there's that. Am I the asshole? I love... No. Top comment says, quote, other than that, the man is great. Okay, but this is a really big deal, not the asshole!
It's a big deal to OP.
It is a really big deal, and it is a big deal in general that this is just very unhygienic and just... This is a next level of laziness and filthiness that should have been addressed ages ago, and it hasn't been. And
I don't know. Some people just live like this. I think it's just an incompatibility
damn bitch, you live
issue.
like this. I think it's I think it's a problem of incompatibility.
Like, I don't think this is asshole-ish of him. I just think it's different.
I think he does need help getting his shit together in this particular regard.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out on a limb, and say probably no assholes here.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no assholes here, but there is a problem that needs to be addressed, which is that your ideals for living are cohabitating are not in equilibrium, and they need to one way or the other, this has to be addressed in some way.
Yeah, either like find new people or
fix it.
Or fix it. Yeah, like work together.
Find some kind of compromise. For me, you know, like, I leave clothes and shit. Like, I'm kind of messy, but like, I kind of draw the line at just leaving food out in the especially dairy.
Yeah,
you know?
Like start small with stuff like, put the food away, make sure that, you clean up after you're done cooking and shit like that. Like start small and just kind of like move, like work from there.
Yeah. Like some kind of compromise. Like, I don't know. I don't like clean freaks. I really don't. But like, again, I think there's some kind of compromise in a relationship that has to happen here where like clothes are one thing, having stuff about is one thing, but like when you get to the point of just having actual garbage that attracts bugs and festers disease, and fucking stinks, then I think that there's some kind of middle ground that needs to be reached here.
Yeah,
I don't think
agree.
Yeah, I don't think this guy needs to necessarily be on her level, but I think he needs to stop leaving the fucking milk out.
Yeah.
um, so yeah, no assholes here, but a situation in need of compromise.
Agreed. Agreed.
Yeah.
I have seen worse.
Yeah. Let's see here. Am I the asshole for telling my brother how I honestly feel about his baby?
Treading a fine line here, OP.
If okay, I, 18 male, have never had a great relationship with my brother, 26 male. We don't hate each other, but we aren't close. He's married. His wife has recently got pregnant. We had a dinner at my mom's house to congratulate them. My mom asked if it was okay if they let her into the delivery room. They said no. That was the end of that. They left soon after. I didn't think anything of it. A week later, I found out that his wife felt really disrespected by this. They said they don't want any contact with my mom for the rest of the pregnancy. I thought this was ridiculous, but I didn't say anything. My mother is obviously sad about it, but she hasn't contacted them since. My brother recently invited me to his baby shower. I told him that he needs to give me a good reason why he's treating our mother like this, or I wouldn't go. He couldn't give me a reason, so I didn't go. 2 days ago, he asked me to meet and talk about with him and his wife. I agreed. We met up at their house. They explained that his wife felt very disrespected by my mother. She said that my mother had no right asking to be in the delivery room. They also said I have no right holding that against them. I told them that I don't care who they have in the delivery room. If they don't want mom in, that's fine with me. I told them that punishing her for asking is just ridiculous, though.
Yeah.
They then asked if I really wanted to be in their baby's life. I told that if I had to choose, I would choose my mother. A couple of people have told me that I'm an asshole, but I don't think so. Am I the asshole?
I mean, they were being assholes by like punishing your mother just for asking if she could be in the delivery room. Like, holy shit, calm the fuck down.
I don't think it's that crazy for someone to want to be there for their grandchild's birth. I don't think that's too nuts.
Yeah, no, that's actually perfectly normal.
Yeah. You know, I think my grandparents, at least some of my grandparents, were there for my birth. You know.
Yeah.
I think.
So I'm gonna say OP isn't an asshole here.
Yeah, not the asshole. Top comment. I can understand her being offended. Folk can be offended by whatever. That's on them. But you're right in that punishing your mother simply for asking is wrong. If literally all she did was ask once, they're being ridiculous. Now, if she was pestering them relentlessly, that might be a different story. But
yeah, like there's no reason to be like, oh, how dare you? I never. Like, come on, people.
I feel like his brother and his wife either have to be really irrational or there's something they're not telling them about what's going on with them and their mom.
Yeah, like there might have been something else that is just the
rational part of my brain is just like there has to be more to this, you know. But people aren't always rational, so maybe there isn't.
It's entirely possible that they're just being very petty.
Yeah. Yeah. Because in any case,
pettiness comes from a lot of places and a lot of shapes and forms.
Yeah. But in any case, not the asshole.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Let's see here. Okay, no, we already did that one. That one. And let's see here. Sorry, I'm which one of these would be good? Maybe read. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to read and which one I'm going to make you read. Honestly, it's kind of how it goes.
Okay. Got two good ones, but which one is good enough for Kevin and which one is good enough for Zeke?
Exactly. These are the questions. Okay, read this one.
Okay. Am I the asshole for refusing to take 50% custody after my children left themselves? I know the title makes me sound
They
like...
just got up and walked away. That ain't my fault. They just got up and walked away.
I know the title makes me sound like an a-hole, but hear me out. I, 35 female, have 3 children with my ex-boyfriend, 37 male. We had 50-50 joint custody since our last daughter, 7 years of age. June of 2021, he asked for 100% custody, and of course I refused. He threatened me for saying he would get it. That Sunday, when I got them for my week, my children were angry and accused me of kidnapping. Oh, God, the dad gaslit the children.
That, or there's a very complicated scheme going on here.
Or something. The whole week they were too much, so I gave him 100% custody while agreeing to pay child support. It was summer, so of course they were having lots of fun, and since his new girlfriend couldn't have children, it was like a perfect situation for them. Well, I moved out of the house, got an apartment where I could easily pay rent, and began living my best life. It got kind of lonely, but I reminded myself that it was just me and I was free to do anything I want. Well, once school started, problems arose at their house. He didn't know what to do when it came to school, as I covered all of it. I gave him a binder with everything he would need to do. Well, since January, the kids and my ex have been begging to go back to 50-50, and I've refused every time. His reasons are, 1, they can't have bedtime with them in the house. 2, working... bedtime, quote unquote.
I think you mean some sexy times.
I think you mean bedtime. 2, working with the school for grades is too complicated. 3, he can't discipline them. Well, I guess I want to discipline them. 4, they expect an allowance. 5, he's sorry for threatening me. I still refused and told them they made their choice. Well, he told my family, and I'm getting messages from everyone for not taking the kids back. So, am I the asshole?
Don't read the edit. Don't read the edit yet.
Yeah. So, top comment. Everyone sucks here. Neither of the parents seem to be very concerned about what's in the best interests of the children, only what's convenient or inconvenient to themselves. That's from Accessible Beige. The Quixotic Tribble says, right? Or Quixotic, whatever. Right? One of those kids is 7 years old and didn't want to be with mom, so she just gave up custody, moved, and started a new life? It sounds like a really bad joke that an overtired mom would tell, but never seriously consider. It also sounds like the dad was fun dad and never helped with schoolwork or enforced bedtimes. He's only there for the fun stuff and is finding out the hard way that it's not going to cut it.
That's why I almost believe it might have been the kid's idea, because like, you know, they want to be with the fun parent, you know.
Yeah. I seriously feel so bad for those kids. Both parents try to give them up as soon as things get hard. That's going to have lasting effects. Can I read the edit now?
Yeah, sure.
Edit. A lot of you think I should see them on weekends and try to damn it, friggin' nose is itching. A lot of you think I should see them on weekends and try to rebuild relationship before going back to 50-50. I think I will try this, and thank you for the others who say I am the asshole and have a good reason why. I will be putting my kids first from now on. Character development! We love to see it!
Yeah.
That is just...
I think... Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, I feel like... Yeah, it seems like when it was summertime and things were easy, they wanted, like, you know, they wanted the kids to them. The kids wanted to be with dad, and dad wanted the kids because it was all fun and everything made sense. But as soon as like troubles arose, yeah. So I think like the 50-50 arrangement they had was probably better for everyone, because then you got that nice balance of fun and discipline, you know?
Yeah, like you have the mother to actually take care of all the hard stuff, which she's willing to do. And you have the dad to take care of all the fun, you know, enjoyable dad stuff that he's good at doing. Like, it kind of ends up balancing itself out that way.
Yeah, and if you're good enough at it, at some point when they grow up, they're going to appreciate both of you for different reasons, and that's what you want.
Yeah, and I think Reddit is correct that it was just a really bad and very selfish move on OP's part. To just give up custody and, you know, move on and live her best life. Like, I think that was pretty bad. But
Yeah.
thankfully, she came around.
Everyone sucks here, but they could not suck in the future if they so wanted to.
Yeah, there is hope yet. There is hope yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Am I the asshole for dropping my sister's kids off at a daycare and making her pay for it?
I mean, not your kids, but let's see.
Yeah, okay. So, my 19 female sister, 25 female, asked me to babysit for her kids aged 4 and 6 so she could go to a friend's party. I told her, I can't do that day. I had an exam, so I had to be at college. I can follow some classes online and occasionally babysit while listening to lectures. The day for which she needed a babysitter came. I answered the door in the morning, and the freaking kids were on my doorstep, and the sister was driving off.
Oh my... yeah. Automatically, straight up, you're not the asshole.
She just left them with me after I said I couldn't...
Holy shit!
She just left them with me after I said I couldn't stay home that day. I called a friend that owns a small daycare. She told me I could drop them off there. Thank God. I gave her my sister's contact info to her and told me to keep me updated. I texted my sister about what happened and gave her the address and phone number. I picked up the kids from daycare since my sister wasn't answering her phone and fed them. She picked them up at 9 p.m.-ish and was absolutely livid that I left them with a stranger, that it was irresponsible, something could have happened. I told her that she knew I couldn't babysit that day. She could have picked them up if she wasn't comfortable with that since I texted the address. She told me I should have just skipped the exam and retake it later. I thought this was a reasonable thing to do when someone leaves kids on your doorstep without warning and you can't take care of them, but my parents are on her side. My mother told me my sister already had so much on her plate that I should help out when I can. I guess babysitting at least one day a week for free isn't good enough. Keywords
here. When you can.
Yeah.
Okay. OP couldn't. OP had plans. OP could not be in the house that day.
Yeah.
The kids were going to be screwed either way because their mom decided to just, ignore what OP said, and it's just like, oh, it can't be that bad. Bye, kids. Like, holy shit, that's very neglectful for one fucking thing. Goddamn. No, OP, you're not the asshole. You did exactly what you should have in that situation. You made the best possible decision. You found somebody you trust who runs a daycare center to look after them, and seems like they did a good job.
Yeah.
And you arranged so that the kids' parents had to pay for it, and that didn't fall on you, which, again, correct decision. You shouldn't have to pay for your sister's mistakes. So, yeah, not the asshole.
Edit. She and her friends went to an escape room or something. It wasn't a regular party. That's probably why she couldn't answer her phone.
Okay.
My parents weren't home that day to babysit, and yes, you can retake exams here, but it's a hassle, and it means that if I fail, I couldn't retake it again, just to clear some things up.
Yeah. Yeah, it really does sound like OP's hands were kind of tied.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame OP at all.
Not the asshole, no. All right, I think it's time for the lightning round.
Let's go!
I gotta find it. Where the fuck? Where's it? Okay, the lightning round. This is where we go to our unpopular opinion and read some unpopular opinions. Are these opinions unpopular? Do we agree or disagree? Let's find out.
Woo!
Unpopular opinion. Teachers should not be expected to sacrifice themselves for students in a school shooting.
Okay, we're starting off very strong.
I came here to teach math and guide kids through their academic years. I did not sign up to be a martyr. I'm not going to put myself between a shooter and my class. I have a kid of my own, a partner, many special needs cats who all count on me to come home. Why is your kid's life any more important than mine? It's not. If a gunman comes, I hope everyone in class remembers our active shooter drills, because I am out.
Because I am out.
Somebody, I love top comment. I remember working on a ferry as a deckhand. Bomb threat training came around and we were told to go look around the boat for anything suspicious. I'm making $14 an hour and you want me to go look for a bomb. No, I agree.
Yeah.
Not your job.
Like, save yourself, please.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: stretch marks are sexy as fuck.
No.
I'll give him props. This is an unpopular opinion.
It's an unpopular opinion. I'll give them that. Is OP
So good
from
job on
Tumblr?
Their name is Nomadic Smurfs, so maybe.
Oh, they might be from Tumblr. Oh no.
Unpopular opinion: horse people really aren't that weird and are actually pretty normal.
Like people who are like super into horses?
No, horse people. Didn't you hear?
What do they mean
no,
by horse people?
No, horse people are fucking abominations upon God's green earth. So, yeah. I'm not gonna psyop me into
in either regard.
Unpopular opinion: sad songs suck, and I don't know why people love them.
OP has a well-adjusted life.
Yeah, we're all because we're sad.
I'm sad, okay, OP? I'm sad.
Look. It's just like Drake once said, okay? I'm sad. Sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Drake really
True
spitting
words.
facts.
You know, words of a generation right there.
Truer words never spoken.
Unpopular opinion: I fucking hate Bluetooth earbuds with a passion. Based.
Yeah. They're really easy to lose.
You don't get. Yeah.
I don't use Bluetooth earbuds. Are you fucking?
These are true.
I
was hung up on the Bluetooth part, less so on the earbuds part, but I understand your point now.
Yeah, no, like Bluetooth earbuds are really, really easy to lose, and there's also that problem where like there's no guarantee that they will charge equally, so you will end up having a problem where one earbud will be like will have like significantly more charge than the other, and you'll just be down an earbud, and damn, that is annoying. So like I'm personally not too terribly into the idea of Bluetooth earbuds myself. No.
Unpopular opinion: I listen to everything is such a bullshit answer when you ask people what kind of music they like.
It kind of is.
I agree. Nobody's listening to bluegrass.
Ain't nobody listening to new wave.
I listen to new waves.
No, I know.
Unpopular opinion: it is not cool to show up late to a party. It's cool for me.
I mean, it depends on how late you're talking. Like 10, 15 minutes, it's fine. It's whatever. An hour or two, that's kind of a dick move.
Unpopular opinion: talking to oneself is completely normal.
It should be.
Yeah.
It's a good way to get your thoughts out and just like just kind of
articulate.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: fried egg on pizza is delicious. I've never tried it.
No, not me neither.
A fried egg on a pizza. It sounds like it could be good.
It could be.
Gotta try that.
I'm gonna have to.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: you should never judge someone based off of what someone else said about them.
I mean,
I agree. I mean, how bad could Hitler have been, really?
I don't think that's what they're getting at.
That's what they said.
No, they did not mention Hitler.
I've only ever heard about Hitler from other people.
Because he's dead.
Excuses, Kevin. Excuses. There was no delineation made between the living and the dead in this post, Kevin.
I love how you go for just the most extreme reading possible here.
I mean, they left it open for that.
I feel like the intent was clear and you just decided to go all in. It's like, bitch, that is a whole new sentence.
I'm challenging their preconceptions, Kevin.
You're really you're really defying their expectations.
No, I'm challenging their assertion. That's what we do here. They made a statement. I'm challenging the validity of that statement by taking it to its logical conclusion.
I don't think most people would consider this, a quote-unquote logical conclusion.
I'm literally responding to what they said, word exactly.
Yeah, in the word, not necessarily the spirit.
Unpopular opinion, the toaster strudel icing packet is entirely too small.
Yes, actually. Give me more fucking icing.
By design. Yeah, they're ripping you off.
Yeah, give me more fucking icing, frickin' Pillsbury.
Yeah.
Also,
make your own
I
icing.
fucking love toaster strudels. They're delicious.
Yeah. It's very easy to make your own icing, though, so,
yeah.
Have your own fucking... do what you want.
I do fucking love toaster strudels, though. That's one of my favorite, breakfast foods.
Unpopular opinion, it's not a side hustle, it's subsidizing your bad employer's low wages. Yeah.
Yeah. By design. It's not respecting the side hustle, it's trying to make a living.
Unpopular opinion, every kind of donation should be anonymous, especially organ donation. Yeah, it can't be for tax reasons.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I mean, it is what it's not even unfortunate. It is what you want that to happen. It is what it is.
Yeah.
That needs to happen for tax reasons. You gotta track where money's going, or you're gonna have a lot of problems.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion, most divorces could be avoided if both parties really thought before marriage. No.
Yeah, no, really? No shit.
You think?
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion, liking a cover of a song better than the original needs to stop being taboo.
Agreed.
Yep.
Let me listen to Ninja Sex Party Under the Covers, Volumes 1 and 2 in peace.
Do people get on your case about that?
No. But they might.
You're projecting. Yeah, you're kind of projecting.
I'm not projecting. I am preempting.
You can just swap out words all you want. Nope. Unpopular opinion. This might be a response to the other one. Fried eggs don't belong on a burger.
Disagree.
Now I've had Red Robin. It's good.
Yeah, I really like fried egg on a burger. It's a really nice textural sensation. It actually does add a lot to the texture of the burger.
Yeah.
Kind of like this soft kind of almost gelatinous bite on top of the meaty burger is really really nice actually.
Yeah. That's why some people put jelly on burgers.
Hey all you people.
Yeah. No, I mean seriously, people do that though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And jelly with burgers also has the sweet and savory combo too. So
yeah. I miss the Red Robin ads. I really miss the jingle. Red Robin.
Yum.
Unpopular opinion, it's not rude to skip the ceremony and go to the reception.
Weddings?
I mean, anything with a ceremony and a reception, I guess.
I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I do it all the time, so yeah, I agree.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't want to go to ceremony. Ceremonies are boring. Receptions have cake.
Exactly.
Case closed. Case closed.
But still open until I solve it.
Unpopular opinion, I always disassemble my burger and eat them with cutlery.
That's not an opinion, that's just a thing you do. You're not asking for an opinion, you're just telling us a thing that you do.
OP doesn't understand the subreddit.
That's not an opinion, OP.
Unpopular opinion, there are too many raisins in trail mix.
Counterpoint, there aren't enough raisins in trail mix.
I mean, I feel like that depends on the brand.
It does.
I was really excited back in the day because Archer Farms, the Target brand, they apparently have like dozens of different trail mix combinations and themes.
Yeah.
But they don't do that. Apparently, they don't. My local Target doesn't have that anymore, so I never got to try it all that much.
Oh, that sucks.
I remember I got my mom one once. It was like what was it? It was like a Neapolitan themed trail mix that had like vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate.
Oh, that
flavored
sounds
stuff
really good.
Maybe they have it back now. I don't know. I have to go to fucking Target. I don't know. I haven't gone to Target in a while.
I need to go to Dollar General after this podcast, so like maybe I can go get some trail mix. That sounds really good, actually.
I'm sorry, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you, sir.
Well, I might have to sneeze again. Okay, no.
Okay.
Unpopular opinion. Corn is the best topping for pizza and literally nothing can compare. Cheese?
Cheese? Pepperoni?
No, man, it's corn.
It's cool. And people think pineapple on pizza is fucking weird.
Yeah.
This motherfucker over here saying corn.
Corn. Unpopular opinion, swimming in the ocean is terrifying and stupid. I agree. I'm very scared of the ocean.
I don't like going when I go to the beach, I don't like going terribly far from the shore myself.
I don't fuck with the ocean, man.
Fair enough.
Did I talk about that time I almost drowned at Disney World?
I believe you've mentioned it before, yeah.
Yeah, Blizzard Beach.
Yep.
I think I'm cursed to die in water.
You might be.
Unpopular opinion. I hate curved monitors. I've never used one, so I don't know.
Yeah, I can see the appeal of curved monitors because it helps to actually create a better periphery vision for you so that you see more of the screen.
Sure.
Like in practice, it actually does look really nice when you're like actively like playing games or doing work, because the curved screen actually compresses it a little bit and makes it so that you can more easily see the edges of the screen without having to like move your eyes so much.
Yeah.
So like I'm gonna have to personally disagree.
I haven't used them. I don't have an opinion. Unpopular opinion. Far too many dim-witted people have driver's licenses. There's probably like 5 times too many people who are licensed to drive a car. I agree.
I agree.
Better public transportation so all these idiots don't need to drive.
Exactly.
Because they shouldn't. Unpopular opinion. I miss rolling up and down the windows. With the crank.
Oh, yeah. The crank was fun.
Yeah, crank's fun. What I really like about the crank is that it worked. Like, my driver's side window has been broken for... Well, not the window, but like the mechanism that lowers and raises it has been broken for years now.
Yeah.
And it costs like $600 to fix some bullshit.
That's dumb.
So I really miss having a crank that wouldn't fucking break on me.
They should make like designs where it's like they have both a crank and like the switch.
They did for a while in the transition, but then eventually they just got rid of the crank.
It should. They should have both. So like if the mechanism for one breaks,
yeah, they should, and they did for a while when they were transitioning. But eventually, at some point they gotta cut costs, streamline.
But it's good design.
It's unnecessary. People don't care about it. The data shows people didn't use it. It's gone.
Yeah, people didn't use it up until they needed to.
That's not our problem. They already bought the car.
Ugh.
You're not thinking like a capitalist, Kevin. Unpopular opinion, Nutella is fucking disgusting.
You're fucking disgusting. I fucking love Nutella.
Well said, well said.
Have you ever had a peanut butter and Nutella sandwich? That shit's delicious.
No, I haven't.
I recommend it. It's really good. It's like eating a Reese's sandwich. It's great.
Unpopular opinion: Tesla cars are ugly. So this is unpopular opinions.
Yeah. Like, does anybody disagree?
Unpopular opinion: I prefer instant coffee and I drink it cold.
Ew. Like, ew on top of ew. One, cold coffee is already disgusting, but now you're but you're doing it with instant. Ew.
I didn't know you're so anti cold brew.
No. That's not what they're saying. That's not.
I know that's not what they're saying, but you said you started with cold as ew.
No, cold coffee is different from cold brew coffee. Cold coffee is coffee that you let run cold after it's hot. Cold brew coffee is stuff that's made cold specifically.
What if it's instant cold brew?
It's a cold brew.
Yeah. What if that's what they're talking about? They didn't clarify. They just said they drink it cold.
Well, it's still instant coffee, so it's still fucking gross. OP is factually wrong.
Let's see. He says, I think most people see cold coffee as garbage, but to me, the way I make it taste better than most are all good quote-unquote good coffees. It's also cheaper. Instant coffee, cold water, mix it, add ice, add milk, enjoy. It's faster to make in the morning. This way, so many perks.
Okay, so they are talking about like a cold brew. Okay,
yeah.
So.
And you doubted me.
So okay. Okay. The cold brew I get. Okay, I get.
I like top comments. So iced coffee, a thing that's already a thing, right? He's basically just saying he likes iced coffee.
Yeah, like God, the way you worded that, OP, made me think something completely different. That is very misleading. That is called an iced coffee. Anyway. God damn it. Damn it, Reddit!
Unpopular opinion. The concept of a fiancé is stupid. Now, I would argue the concept of a Beyonce is stupid.
Beyonce!
If you say yes to marrying someone, go ahead and sign the papers and plan the wedding. Don't hold off over a damn party. This gives so much protection as far as who has rights if one of you tragically passes away. I know some people will argue it's about making sure or whatever. Just make sure they're the one before you say yes. It's dangerous to wait a year plus without marrying. If you die, their family gets everything, including control of the body. And any assets you two share that weren't in both names. Not having control is traumatizing for me when my partner died. I'm extremely fortunate that his family has been kind. This person has a tragic backstory for hating the concept of fiancés.
You see, they understand the concept of love.
I'm biased since I'm a young widow, and my boyfriend and I weren't married, though we planned on it. I've seen too many fiancés in the widowers group who were fucked over because their partner was taken before the wedding day. So before disagreeing with me, take that into account. If they die, you basically don't exist to them legally. Their death certificate will forever say single. Yeah, because you're not married yet, idiot.
That is a really good point, though. Oof.
Yeah, but statistically, how often does that happen?
It is a really rare statistic, so I think it's situational.
I get why you have a problem with it, but that doesn't mean everyone who utilizes the fiancé system is stupid.
The fiancé system.
I don't know what the fuck. I don't know the convention.
I don't know. The convention probably works better. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're stupid. Sorry for your loss, but we're built different.
OP, I'm sorry for your loss. I understand, but also fuck you, dumb.
Unpopular opinion, I don't like the term neurodivergent. This term seems to be taking traction in popularity. People with mental illness wear it like a badge. But this implies that there are people who are neurologically normal, which is a hard argument to make because what is normal? There's no blueprint, it's unique for everyone. Moreover, people with mental illness don't necessarily need to have an abnormal brain. You can have problems with a perfectly normal functioning brain. Sometimes a big part of the illness is behavior. It's the combination of your brain functioning, your environment, and having so much that dictates behavior. Stop with the term. It simply isn't true and it stigmatizes people with mental illness even more. So, I know what you're about to say, but top comment has you covered.
Okay.
Neurodivergent only applies to people with ADHD and autism whose brains really do function differently. Mental illnesses are not included in this term.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep. Like it's actual neurological disorders, hence neuro.
Yeah.
So
also, like, it's people get on this "what is normal" tirade, and I'm just like, there's no objective normal. You're correct, but normal is an informed consensus.
It's a societal construct, admittedly.
But that's important because I don't know if you know this. We live in a society.
We live in a society, so it exists for a reason, and there are people who do fall outside of the general consensus of normality.
Societal consensuses are not inherently bad. There's a reason. I mean, like, there's a reason we all came to a consensus that, hey, murder's bad, and if you do it, we don't want to be around you.
Slavery sucks, probably.
Yeah, like, consensuses aren't inherently bad. It can lead to bad things, but, like, no, there's no neurological objective normal, but there is a consensus normal as far as what our society is built around.
Yeah.
And neurodivergent is a useful term, so there you go. And it also doesn't include all the things you think it does.
Yeah. Like it's much more narrow a term than you're thinking it is.
Unpopular opinion: Snickers, Twix, and Milky Way bars taste like shit. OP doesn't like caramel.
OP does not like caramel. I love caramel.
Yeah.
Shit's delicious.
There's that.
So smooth and buttery and sweet.
Oh! I clicked on the post. He said, I don't know who in their right minds created these awful excuses of quote-unquote candy bars, but they're a disgrace to the human race. I will never understand how someone can sit down and enjoy a Snickers. Right Twix or left Twix? Bitch, I'm a no Twix. Get these shitty candies out of my sight.
Bitch, I'm a no Twix. I appreciate your very strongly worded opinions, OP. I respect it, even though I don't agree. You have conviction.
Bitch, I'm a no Twix killed me. Upvoted.
Yeah, that's worth an upvote. It's worth it up. Take my upvote.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Unpopular opinion: text that is written by capitalizing the start of every word is the most annoying thing to read. I'm gonna keep doing it on purpose just to Unpopular opinion: offering your baby to people to hold is cringe.
Here, hold this.
I don't want to be holding no damn baby.
I am beholden to no one. Mm-hmm. Here, hold this. Hold my baby. Instead of hold my beards, hold my baby.
Yeah, I got it. Unpopular opinion: invisible electric fences are animal cruelty.
Invisible? Oh, is it like that little tripwire thing?
No, it's invisible electric fences.
Okay. I mean,
it's the thing you put. It's the shit you put in the ground, and they have a collar.
Oh, those fucking things. Okay.
Yeah. Although, as the top comment says, you overestimate what a shock actually is. It's no different from other shock collars or cattle farm electric fences. It's just annoying at best. It startles some animals, and it isn't always possible for someone to simply build a physical fence.
Yeah, most quote-unquote shock collars give a shock that is no worse than, like, static.
Yeah.
So I think you're overestimating how, actually harmful they are.
Yeah, they eventually learn the boundary line. I think physical fences are better, but that's not always possible given depending on the topography or your regional zoning laws.
Yeah.
So they exist for a reason. I don't like them, but they exist for a reason.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: I absolutely cannot stand prolonged hand-holding. OP should not read Little Busters.
I love hand-holding.
Yeah. That is an unpopular opinion, so there's
It
that.
is very unpopular. I can agree.
Unpopular opinion, the college experience should not be about getting wasted. I agree, the college experience should be about owing millions of dollars to corporations. You're correct.
Capitalism.
Or rather to banks, who then owe money to corporations. It all comes back to
It all goes back to corporations.
corporations all the way down. Quite literally. Unpopular opinion, all subreddits should ban fake tweets.
Sure.
I don't know, man. I like to imagine Ryan Reynolds' Twitter account is more fire than it actually is. So, there's that. Why is it always Ryan Reynolds?
God, it reminds me of a Stealth 40k fake tweet that I saw where it's like, they're bringing like the new NBA game to Switch, but I don't know. It's something that makes me uncomfortable seeing a game with those kinds of people in it.
Unpopular opinion, spicy food is bad and painful, and I don't see how anyone can eat that stuff. OP is a bell pepper.
OP is a bell pepper. I like some spice. I enjoy some spice.
I evolved into capsaicin to keep you from eating me, and you still do it! Spice go burr.
Look, sometimes pain good.
Unpopular opinion, having a common name is so much better than having a rare one. Okay, user Hemalivolvin. Hemalivolum. Okay.
I think that speaks for itself.
Yeah. You really stand by your opinion there. Unpopular opinion, the majority of the time, pointing out a virtue signal is useless. To that person, yes, because they're brainwashed. Everyone else, no.
Yeah, pretty much. Because the point is more.
It's more of a public service announcement than anything.
Yeah, it's more so just like, you know, ever like red flag, everyone watch out.
Unpopular opinion, there was way too much violin during heartfelt scenes.
Yes.
Congratulations, you have discovered how music works.
We need more pianos.
There's too much electric guitar in action scenes.
Yeah, we need more jazz.
Fucking idiots. Fucking morons. Unpopular opinion, shrimp should never be served with the tails attached. Yes, but that would cost corporations money, so, you know.
Also, I like the feeling of pulling it out of the tail. It's nice.
You do that thing where you slurp it?
Yes.
I don't, but good for you. Then again, I only really eat like fried shrimp, so it's not really possible. Unpopular opinion, Chick-fil-A sauce is a valid pasta sauce.
But what? Huh?
I guess any sauce is a valid pasta sauce if you put it on pasta.
Any sauce can be pasta sauce if you're brave enough.
That being said, I did try to put I did try to make pasta once with I think it was Burger King's honey mustard. That was disgusting. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't. Burger King's honey mustard is very, very good. Just not on pasta.
It didn't work with the pasta.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Unpopular opinion, if you introduce yourself as a nice person, I am inclined to believe the opposite. I mean, who goes out of their way to say that?
Oh, you'll have to believe
me. Hello, I'm a nice person. Hello.
Hello, local nice person here.
Someone is a sociopath.
You have to believe me. I am a very nice person when you get to know me.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's typically a red flag.
That sounds like sociopathy right there. As we've said many, many times, the nicest people don't go out of their way to make that known.
Yep.
And the people who have skeletons in their closet have a very vested interest in cultivating a pleasant image to project.
Yep.
Unpopular opinion, getting sick on the weekend is much better than getting sick during the week. No, because then you don't get to miss work.
Exactly.
Or school or whatever. Unless you do. Really, it's all relative. Depends on what your schedule is. Unpopular opinion: when someone dies, let us know the reasons and causes why and what happened that caused the person to die in the announcement. I've felt this way, but I get why. It's a privacy thing.
Yeah, it is. Like, it's entirely up to, you know, the family of whoever it is, whether or not they want to release
I don't get it. I don't get why. I don't, unless it's like something particularly embarrassing or something. I don't really get the reasoning for that, but I also respect their right to do that, so whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't get it, but it's fine.
It's whatever.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: phones are not getting better.
I mean,
they are and they aren't.
Yeah, it depends on what you're looking at in terms of, you know, in terms of longevity. Yeah, they're getting worse. In terms of
having a headphone jack, they're getting worse.
In terms of like power, speed, functionality, they're getting better.
Yeah.
It depends on what you're focusing on.
In terms of display, they're getting really good.
Oh yeah, we have like, you know, we have like OLED type displays on phones now, and they look amazing.
Yeah. Unpopular opinion: I'd rather hear hold music than a message about how important my call is. I don't. Hold music over the phone is horrible.
It's always so garbled and disgusting, and it makes my ears hurt. There was
a what was his name? Thomas Scott. Is that his name?
I don't fucking know.
You know the guy, the British guy with he explains things. I forget his name.
Do you have any idea how little that narrows it down?
You know it. He's like one of the biggest fucking YouTubers.
Oh yeah, Tom Scott. Yeah, Tom Scott. Yeah.
Yeah, he has a video about why this happens. Basically, we haven't upgraded our telephone tech in like 80 years. So
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The telephone lines are the same as they were like 80 years ago. So that's kind of why that happens.
Something if it ain't broke.
Yeah.
Interesting how every other element of like our communication has been upgraded except for fucking telephone.
Unpopular opinion: pizza rolls are a far superior version of soup dumplings.
That is a weird comparison, but okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe?
I guess. I feel like you could say that for anything that contains the fucking... You could say pot stickers are superior pizza rolls, you know?
Yeah, like there's a there is quite a bit of wiggle room you're introducing here.
All you're saying is I prefer this version of thing inside dough than this version of thing inside dough.
Yeah.
And sure, valid opinion, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. Eat what you want.
Yeah.
Unpopular opinion: I'd rather jump in a pool of spiders rather than let a centipede crawl on me.
No.
What?
No.
That's worse. That's worse. You have to understand that that's worse, right?
That is factually worse, OP.
That is incredibly worse. That's monumentally worse. That's worse. I don't understand how you don't think that's worse.
OP. You need to understand this is worse.
That is worse. If a centipede's crawling on you, shake it off. If you jump in a pool of spiders, you're in a pool of spiders. There's no escape.
It's all spiders everywhere all the time.
They're so much hairier than you think they are.
It's so...
That's not
really
one thing
not
crawling.
This through.
Do you know how many spiders can be on the surface area of your body? It's more than one centipede, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
That's like you're just like I don't want to have one thing crawl on me. I'd rather be submerged in thousands of things crawling. What?
What are you talking about, OP?
This might be the stupidest fucking statement I've heard in my life.
This might be the worst post on our unpopular opinion.
I'm downvoting this one.
This is just bad.
What? I mean, it's an unpopular opinion. I'll give you that for a reason. Because it's fucking insane.
Are you okay, OP?
You are mentally unwell.
Please seek therapy. Who the fuck actively says, I would rather jump in a pool of spiders than have one centipede crawl on me? In what universe is that?
This it's like saying, I don't want to hold my hand over an open flame. I'd rather be in the sun. What kind of sense does this... We're stopping here. It's breaking my brain.
Let's... I think we're good.
We're not doing any worse than this.
No, we can't get worse than this today.
What?
No.
To be fair, their username is user I'm not legit lol. So
okay.
We might have just fallen for the bait.
We might have, but Jesus Christ.
That is some high quality bait right there.
It's so bad.
We fell for it.
Slow clap, OP, but also fuck you.
All right. I am seeing a notification. My PS5 is going to automatically turn off in 10 minutes, so we got to wrap this up.
Alrighty then.
Thank you for listening to the Bakagaijin Show. You too, yes, you can be part of the show by emailing us at bakagaijinshow@gmail.com, especially if you're from the Food Network. We really want to hear we really want to hear from you.
We got ideas. You gotta listen.
Yeah. Competitive potlucking. It's a thing. It's going to be a thing. The next big thing.
It should
Food
be
Network.
the next big thing.
Food Network. bakagaijinshow@gmail.com. Also, you can follow us on Twitter at ZekeFreak and at CTremander_K. Especially if you're from the Food Network. Slide in our DMs.
Yes.
It's fine. We're not picky. Call us. Phone. Phone call. We won't put you on hold, Food Network executives.
Oh no.
Yep.
Immediate pickup.
You can also join our Discord server. Everyone in the Food Network is welcome to join our Discord server in the link provided below. The official Bakagaijin Show Discord server. Don't worry, we'll get it all sorted out. We'll talk about the deal. We'll talk about the show we're making, the pilot that you've already greenlit, no doubt. Competitive potlucking it's right in the main channel of our Discord server. It's fine. Darth will be confused, but who cares what he thinks? It's fine. It's fine. Food Network, your people, our people, get in contact. It's fine. Anyway, thank you for listening to the Bakagaijin Show. You can also like, comment, and subscribe if you fucking feel like it, I guess. So stay tuned for more future episodes of the Bakagaijin Show. We thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. You look great. Get yourself something nice. Zeke freak out. Ciao for now.